Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Fresh Cash Friday. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing? Hopefully you guys had a great week so far and having a great week already this month, just week over week. Let's finish it out strong today. We got a nice stream coming up pre-market here. We'll jump over to AceFX TV in about 45 minutes or so. If you got any questions, always send them in. I see Caesar's here as always. What's up, my man? How you doing? But overnight, let's get into a little bit of that. We got no news today, which is good. Obviously, we had the FOMC on Wednesday. That was the biggest thing we knew would move us this week. So nothing since then, really. We had what? News pre-market yesterday? Yeah, unemployment claims. But we're coming into another Friday with another bullish bias. Surprise, surprise. I mean, you look at yesterday, ES actually looked a lot weaker. Yeah, kind of figured that once we got off stream of, you have the pre-market high. We like the longs at the open just because it eventually held that overnight view up. We could put that on for anyone that's unfamiliar with the two view ups I use. It's going to be this overnight anchored to the changeover of day. It looks like this. Once we got back above it here, like 9:30, I like the longs. But just notice how there's like no new high of day being made. Just still falling on top, but definitely not moving lower. So pretty rangy. But then at the same time, you look at what was happening on NQ, even cleaner retest of that overnight, right at the open, like perfect. So like that's why I was also long biased because NQ doesn't look slightly bearish. But then same thing, just chilled up here. Nothing. Right, one push out, nothing. So it'd be that way because then unfortunately look back on the day and you're like, yeah, it finished the day nice and bullish because look where we started, look where we finished, and it was clearly bullish the whole way. But like when we're actually at the desk, if you missed that pop at the open, these are the opportunities we have. The fuck. So it's always interesting to look like, yeah, the day's bullish, but pretty gross for us in the New York session. And then you come in overnight, a little bit more down than anything, but really nothing, right? The changeover is here. We're right at that same price. So a whole lot of nothing overnight, but not looking bearish, right? We're back above today's overnight VWAP, which is the black one, and the previous day's New York from yesterday's 9:30, above that slightly. So if we can go take out yesterday's high, that'd be great. Be fantastic. And then same thing on ES. I have those two VWAPs. We cut above both of them. So buyers are in control. And any new high we make is an all-time high. So definitely could be nice, clean longs. Now, I'm not going to predict it. I could probably go in my TradeZella and see it. We longed it last Friday? Oh, we did. So last Friday was clean longs. Maybe it was the Fridays before that then, like the 5th. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I longed it. But last Friday, big old sell-off, even though I believe it looked pretty bullish heading into it. And then about the Friday before that? Big old sell off. So not going to predict that we're just going to sell off on a Friday, but because we didn't last Friday, but you just want to say, yeah, we're looking bullish. But if the open comes in bearish and wants to try to slide us lower, we'll react to that and find shorts. Simple as that. I had a coaching call yesterday with one of our BSC members, and I think it was a good lesson of we all try to sometimes get too boxed in on like predicting on what's going to happen, like almost like uncertainties of like this is going to happen because like look what just happened. But it's all just probabilities, right? Nothing's guaranteed. It was more so that prediction was because of the FOMC, because of the rate cuts, what's that going to do to the markets today? So they were coming into the market yesterday with a bearish bias saying like we have to sell off because there's no way that could keep going higher after that news. But it's like we don't even need to bother with that. We're day traders, we're scalping. If it wants to look like it wants to go higher, we'll move it higher. If it wants to look bearish, we'll short it. But coming in with that whatever bias already sways you from seeing what the market's maybe telling you to do instead. Right. So I think, yeah, I'm looking for longs right now. But if at 10 o'clock we're down here, I'm not going to still say, well, longs still have to come up. They have to. There's no way that they can't. You know what I mean? Hold those strong opinions loosely. Who said that? It wasn't me. I forget who said that. Coach Fred, what's up? Yes, New York VWAP provides a bit of resistance this AM. Support, yeah. Nice little support above us or underneath us as we've broken above it. I like it. I like it. We could even go back to yesterday real quick. I think NQ more specifically. Let's go to the regular trading hours. Look at yesterday. So the VWAP's going to be blue, but it's normally black, but whatever. You look at NQ yesterday. Where were the long opportunities? Well, first of all, there was some people that took a short, Austin included, right? It's not a terrible trade. You look at the open come in yesterday. First of all, First break of open range low. Try to tell you guys as much as possible not to take that because of this inducement that it could have again fell, right? But if you short it right there, you're probably getting smoked right there. So just wait for it to maybe give you that second opportunity to short it. In this case, it didn't. You don't want to short it. But regardless, there are lower highs on top and a lower low. So like if this had moved lower since it took back its New York VWAP, you wouldn't be mind blown of like, what? Really? Yeah, sellers are showing their hand a little bit. We're back below New York. Like I was saying, it's just right on that overnight VWAP on this 15-minute, right? This was just really not moving lower. It's a pullback in a bullish trend. So buyers step right back in, right? So just keeping that bias of like, I'm not actually bearish. I know it moved down for 10 minutes, but I'm not actually bearish yet. If this can continue lower and keep on falling, then yeah, I'll change to bearish. But right now it's too soon to say. And then so same thing though. First sign along it would be the break back above New York, saying, okay, maybe we're working with some higher lows now. Let's go trade it higher. And again, same thing. You're probably not catching this whole rip. Well, let's just look at what price pays. I have plenty of YouTube videos on it, but what's the price that pays? It's not a number. It's just the VWAP. The break above New York VWAP there pays you for the longs. If you wait for the pullbacks to there, you could scalp it off that New York VWAP. Right? Any pullback to this VWAP, you got pretty good probabilities of making money. Because notice how we could even throw on a high a day VWAP. Let's do that. A high a day VWAP, those are purple. And for anyone that's confused on any of this, I teach it all on ASFX TV, which is where we're going to jump to in like 40 minutes or so in Futures 2.0 here. So you can see but down below, you guys could all join for free if you want. Get access to the 2 courses as well as the live streams where we're taking these trades that we're preaching. But that's where the high a day break comes in, that you're signed along, and on that trade specifically would be a break of the high of day. So let's mark that up. Stop loss below structure. You can see it does not make a new high of day, right? It goes into profit for you, but it does not go for the high of day, a new high of day, none of it, right? So is that going to be a loser? I mean, technically, stop loss wise, Jesus, that'll take a while to lose, but regardless, doesn't win. But if you can get price close to the VWAP, right, play the bounce play, then whether it goes for a new high or to the high of day or even less, you could scalp it for money for sure, because you're just getting in at a good price. That whether trend really continues or just continues a little bit, you're in a good position to make money. Right, where the higher up away from VWAP you buy it, aka like buying it up here, lesser probability of making money, right? I don't have a number to it. It's just lower probability than buying it at the VWAP, right? Because who knows how much further this wants to go. Where if this moves from here, it doesn't need to go a whole lot for me to make money. It can go to there, right? So VWAP and price that pays is huge, especially on a day that turned into kind of sideways. But you can still try to make money off of the VWAPs. I have plenty of videos on it because it's just as simple as the New York and the overnight VWAP. That black one we went over on the 15-minute. Makes sense, makes sense. Hey, the screen is blur, Austin. Am I looking blurry, chat? I think I look clear as day. But so let's see what we get today. But that was yesterday. Pretty rangy after all, but I think there's definitely some long opportunities. FOMC day. Anything else happened this week? Anything terrible? Anyone in real bad shape? Hopefully not. If you are, you could obviously. The one thing I would say, don't run from it. If you're really bad red or you lost accounts this week, let me know how. Why? Let me try to see what we could have done instead, or what maybe led us to doing that. But Monday was a rip. Tuesday was a shit show before FOMC. Wednesday was a shit show. Yesterday had some good volatility. Let's see if we can find something today. Eh? I don't want it to be rangy, but I'm not predicting that we're going to just make new all-time highs. I'd love to, but take what the market gives you. I remember I used to trade a little bit pre-market, like heavily, more so on like the Forex side of things. But it was like I'd come into the day with a bias, and sometimes that bias would sway me too hard. Of like, I'm looking for longs today. We're breaking below New York, the overnight VWAP. That's telling me to short it. But no, I have to long it. I like the longs. It looks long. No, it did look bullish, more so than bearish, but now not so much. So pivot and maybe look for shorts. And then same thing, I would just miss the opportunities because I'm looking in the wrong direction. So right now I'm looking for longs, but we'll see what the market can give us. Maybe I'll be looking for shorts. Justin says, how do you trail to get the most out of your trade? It's a great question. I just try not to focus on that. I don't even really trail. I think someone on stream yesterday asked it of like, my advice for anyone that's trying to maximize it, if you want to call it that, is do 2-minute candle trails. So like for an example, yes, I think we were saying it really only works on like drifting days or strong volatility where it's, let's say I am long on this break above New York, we're on a 2-minute here, that the trails would be every 2-minute candle, right? So you can see every 2 minutes, like you're trailing it, you really, I don't know, you get stopped out here maybe. Pretty tight still, but it's less tight than a 1 minute of trailing it every single candle that you're never going to catch the whole move. That's the whole thing. That obviously, yeah, it's smart to want to try to maximize, like, how do I get the most out of this move? That's obviously fair and it's smart. But at the end of the day, it's like if I'm long at New York, I could take it up for a quick 10, 15 points, whatever I risked. That's it. See you later. Do that again consistently tomorrow and the next day, and you'll be good. You're not going to catch it from 70 and get a perfect exit at 802, before this pullback comes in. The idea is, let's say I am long down here and it goes up 150, 135 points. I don't want to be getting stopped out here for 60 points because I let it go up and pull back, so that 2-minute trail just gets me aggressively, but keep me in this thing as long as it's got strong momentum. All right, it's losing it a little bit, take me out. I got stopped out there yesterday on those 2 candles. Yeah, I mean, that's good. You got to think about it. Your job isn't to catch the whole move or to know exactly where the market's going to go and how that looks. It's just to pull money out of the market more times than not on your red days, limit the size of them, right? So let's say if I launched it there, I would have a stop loss at the low. You have, let's say, 70-point stop on NQ where you are. You got 93 up there. Pretty damn good. And this is a 2-minute. It's in 10, 12 minutes. You're not going to take 90 points in 10 minutes. Do it again tomorrow, or maybe you find another 20 points later, right? Like you don't need to squeeze everything out of one move. Because like I said, you can maybe long it again there, scalp it for another 15. Now you're at 80 points on the day or 90, 100, whatever. But just getting trapped on trying to shoot for a specific target going to always bite you. Which asset do you prefer, NQ or ES? I understand you trade both. Which one is your favorite and why? Oh, what a question. If you go over to my YouTube here, and you look at the most recent video, just specifically tailored to you, ES or NQ, which is better? So I will answer, but that Evan already did it. So go check that out. That's funny. Yesterday's video, which one's the best one to trade and why? I'm not going to reveal the answers. Go watch 9 minutes. But appreciate the question. Good timing. I also have another video on ES and NQ. The short answer, you should still go watch it. There is no answer. It's going to be look at NQ yesterday, and then sometimes you look at ES, and it's not clearly as cooperating of like holding levels or trending or whatever. So on that day, I'll trade this asset. On this day, this one looks cleaner. I'm going to trade it over here. That's my opinion. But then there's also, well, yeah, NQ's got more volatility. So some people would say that's better. But I'll just go in the route of some days NQ gives cleaner opportunities. Some day ES does. That's how I determine which one's better. It was on ES 85 to 95 or 99. I think that was great. If I remember correctly. 85. Oh, yeah. 85 to 95. So, I mean, with that, yeah, we could talk about that. So, you said 99. Sorry. 99. I mean, it's still not a bad exit. If you are long down here off of New York, you're getting a break of open range high. This, again, 2 minutes. Let's go to the 1 minute because that's realistically where I watch these things. You press the buy button. It gives you 8 minutes in a row, right to 1R, whatever you want to call it. It's not good enough. We're fine. No, I'm going to hold it longer and hope it keeps going drastically like it did. But I'm going to hope that every single day? No. If you want to try, I would say, let's say, make it up. You're long 10. All right, close 7 of them. Leave 3 running to go try to get those extra 10 points or whatever. But don't let this go 15 points straight up. And on a day that's not this momentum based, pull right back down. And maybe threaten the stop loss you've moved, or it comes all the way back down. It's like, we had the winner there. My job is to secure winning days, and it gave me the chance there. Why did I not? You know, because you're never going to catch it. Like, oh, I got out 33 points. Beautiful. I never got stopped out on any of these. Also, that's a strong move. How often does it do that? I mean, I think that's still a great trade. Do you trade ETH or RTH after the open? After the open, you can see here, I'm always on RTH. Just right, looking at it from the start of market open. When I click open my left screen here, and you guys see my 15-minute, that's always on ETH. Just so I can see that overnight VWAP. But like when I go to ETH on my 1 minute, which we'll do here, there's the daily VWAP, right? It's the same black one. So it's you could see it on the ETH. So if you don't want to use the 15-minute like I do, then you could, I guess, watch it on the ETH 1 minute. So that way you could see that VWAP. But I just like to keep it on the RTH to be like, since the open, what's been happening? But then on the left side, I know where we are at in terms of those VWAPs and overall structure. You know, like I could see further left, I'm like, oh, we're kind of slowing here at the hot. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And we're above these VWAPs. Okay, good to know. Keeping it simple. I know that Zach and Austin are very big negative risk rewards right now. And I'm not disagreeing, but if anything, you're best coming to me trying to defend you, because they're very heavily adamant on it, on risking 10, go get 4. I'm like, I understand the negative risk reward, but let's try to risk 10, go get 8. You know, give me a little close to what I risked. I don't want to risk 300, go get 100. Give me like 250, 225. But yeah, it's not a perfect one. Pretty damn close. Because I think it was one more lesson. On that note, even though I didn't love the shorts yesterday, let's just game plan them of what did they look like. If you've seen Futures 2.0, like I said, and remind you guys, I'm going to be jumping over to AceFX TV here in about 20 minutes. You go over here, 21 minutes. Go to AceFX TV. The link's down below to my Twitter, to my YouTube. You guys can all join for free. And it's not just like a 3-day free trial like it used to be. Like it's a full month. So you can still sign up and tune in next week and the rest of the month. But you guys should, honestly, study Futures 2.0 over the weekend to understand the VWAP break and the bounce play, where your take profits are, the key levels, everything. Right, I am doing an update to this, not over the weekend, but watch this so that when the update comes out, you don't need to watch everything again. You can just watch the new chapters. But the exit on a short, the direction doesn't matter. But if we're trading short on the break below New York VWAP here, right? First exit, always, if we're trading mid-range, especially before the range is set or there's no breaks of it, first exit is first break of open range low. And that's exactly, let's say I was short here. It broke open range low. That's my exit. I don't care if it's $100 or $1,000. The strategy says I'm supposed to get out here. And you'll see days when it runs. Great. Probabilities. How many times out of 10 would that just run versus pull back like this? And it's not always going to run. You'll see it definitely run and rip. But more times than not, it doesn't. So regardless, if I'm short here, it moved down 14 points. On this example, it's 2R. But let's just pretend it was at a giant stop and it was like 0.8R. It's breaking open range low. I can't break the rules just so I could try to go get an extra 0.2R for myself, you know, because I decided to put a stop loss up there, right? Because the risk reward is relative to you. Let's say you did put a stop up there for whatever reason, then yeah, you're only at 0.8R. But if in your mind, you're like, I need at least 2, I need at least 1, you're going to want to and need to hold it longer. But that's not what the strategy says. Strategy says first break open range low. And you think about it, let's just pretend I put a stop loss here. I'm at 2R. So you bet your ass I'm out of the trade, right? So like the risk reward is relative to you. So that can't really be an exit of like, once I hit this R multiple, I'm out. So it's like, what if it doesn't want to go to there? We're getting out at levels and prices. The risk reward is going to be different for everybody. And then the other thing was wanting to make a specific amount of money. Throw the risk reward out the window. let's just say I came in today. I need to make 1,000. I need to make 1,000. I'm short here, and it gets to open range low, telling me to exit, but I'm only up 700, 600, whatever. Well, then again, I'm gonna want to break my rules. I need to break my rules to try to go get 1,000, but it's telling me to get out, right? Where it's like I can't bend the rules to try to go match a dollar figure that I want. Market doesn't care. Market doesn't know. The rules and the strategy are telling me to get out now. I don't care if it's 600 or 400 or 1,000. I got to get out here, right? Because I can't just say, I'm going to let it go and try to get to 1,000. Because guess what? Comes back, you make 0. How is that better than 700 that we could have had? And then try to go get another 300 later, right? So just stick to the rules the best you can in terms of, I know it's tough, throwing the dollar amount out. Get out when we're supposed to, get in when we're supposed to. The money's going to fluctuate every time. It's not going to be a perfect winner every time. It's not going to be a perfect straight up like this. Sometimes I have to sit through some chop or whatever. Just make money. 8:30 onwards. What is a good time to mark high or low of day? Whenever it makes a new high day. But there's no time of day to do it. That's definitely not. It would be anytime it makes a new high and pulls back, right? So you'll see it in the strategy if you watch it this weekend. All of this is just drift. There's no pullback in here for me to say, hey, that's the high of day. Let me anchor it to see when buyers step back in. Because tell me where buyers even disappeared in that move for them to have been able to step back in, right? So I need to actually see a pullback. So I'd say once you get to like, I don't know, you could even argue there. When we're like, oh, maybe now we're starting to pull back. Maybe that's our high of day. Let me see when that gets taken out. That's going to be telling me buyers are back in. Then you can keep going. You can see they don't step back in. So it's not telling you to long it yet. The pullback's not done. The pullback isn't finished because there's no break of high of day. Buyers aren't back in. Keeps on freaking going, right? But I don't want to just anchor it because, yeah, you definitely could. Here's the high of day. 3 minutes later, it broke it. 2 minutes later. It's like, technically, yeah. I'm not going to say no, but like those are the type of little baby pullbacks that I don't like because like it could easily still pull back and rip higher. That's not really a pullback. That's 2 minutes. So that's just discretion. And if that's a pullback, then I'm going to be taking a million pullbacks a day, because there's plenty of times when there's 2 candles of pullback. But how many times is there 30 minutes or 20 minutes? So it makes me more selective. But yeah, it's never going to be at the same time of day every day. It's just whenever it makes a new high and starts to pull back. The VWAP indicator automatically does high and low of day for us, right? Darren, if you have the AceFX one, yeah, the Lux Algo. We're on the 15. So if you go over to here, go to my indicators. Which one is it? Invite only? It's invite only. So with these indicators, I did it on the 15-minute. And that's also the thing with it, of if you go to these Lux Algo ones, it does it for you. So it's going to automatically anchor a high day as it keeps making a new high a day, and that's fine. But the important thing is not just like, for me, I'm not going to act on those small breaks of high a day. Like let's watch it on the electronic trading hours. What does it look like right now? So look at this. It's on there. The high of day VWAP in purple, if you guys can barely see that. It's anchored to that high. And it's breaking the high day VWAP. So should I long it? Fuck no. That's not actually a break of high day VWAP. Like if it was anchored to here, it pulled back away from that high a day, and now it's actually taking out. That's the pullback break of it, right? But as it just continues making new highs minute after minute, no, you don't use it. But it is good that it automatically moves it for you. But you're not going to react off of it. You want to go, okay, made a new high, pulled back. Let me see when buyers step back in. And then they do. So there's a little breakdown of it. And then, yeah, on these, you could put on a previous day's New York VWAP, start of session, high of day, low of day, start of month, all these different ones. Open ranges on there. But you can see right now it's making a new high day currently. And the Lux Algo one keeps on pivoting and makes it as it makes a new high. But how are we looking on the 15-minute heading into this open in about 20 minutes? Bullish, bullish, bullish. Where'd my VWAP go? Yeah, so we're still holding above previous days in New York, and today's overnight. Yesterday's high would definitely be a nice target. Sure, Zach and others would want to maybe see an 80% below us. I'm not sure. Maybe it is above us. Spent a lot of time up there. But try to go in unbiased, but I'm bullish. It's going to take a lot to make me not bullish, unfortunately. But good questions, good questions. And like I said, anyone else that's wondering about ES or NQ, it's good timing. I had that video come out literally yesterday or 2 days ago. If you trade ES or NQ, if you trade both, trade one, it's 9 minutes. Go check it out. Go check it out. And then all these videos of how I use the VWAP. You can see the New York VWAP bounces on the longs there, the shorts there. Plenty of VWAP videos every single day. How I read the 15-minute price action, the new Ignite account with top one, my monthly review. Literally every single day is on here. Unless I don't do anything, then it's not. But one way or another, every day is recapped and put out there for you guys. So any questions you have on a day-to-day, like how did he manage today? Speaking about this Friday. It'll be out next week, I'm sure. Darian, I just joined and finished the courses yesterday. Going to get everything set up this weekend to start trading on Monday. Yeah, and I would say probably review it again slightly. Review some of it, like the beefier chapters in the middle, over the weekend again before you come in on Monday. Because I would always suggest to anyone that goes through the Futures 2.0 course here, it's not even very long, and it doesn't need to be. But rewatch it a second time, just to pick up 2 things that you missed of a keyword I said or whatever. How I defined a pullback, things like that. Right? You don't need to watch my introduction again. I'll understand if you don't. But the 6 through 14, I don't know. And I even have a chapter here, like we're in elementary school, like here's some practice. Let's see if you've been paying attention. I'm going to give you some empty markups and you tell me if you're seeing the trades, and then I'll reveal it. So you got some practice there. Maybe I'll do that in the new chapters as well. Of like everything I just said to you, let me give you some blank charts where you don't know the outcome. Let's see if you're seeing it. I'll give you some losers, some winners, some traps. See what you're getting. I think it's good. I did that at our Dallas event. If I showed a chart without the outcome, and I'm just asking the room, you think this goes long, short? Like, look what we've got since the open. They're like, oh, long. Fucking smoke to the downside. It's just like, it's pretty unclear. Let's wait for this to happen, and it looks a little bit better. Randy Johnson, what's up, my man? But ESNQ, how about YM overnight? Oh, yeah. So definitely everything leaning towards longs. Don't want to try to go in too bearish. But like I said, we'll be jumping over here to AceFX TV. In about 10, 15 minutes, we got some guests coming on today. Randy's going to be on as always. Lawrence, the investor, is going to be on. I don't think Tanner's on vacation or on a trip. And then another guest. I think he was on a few weeks ago. My favorite guy. So hopefully I'll see you guys over there. And finish the week strong. If you're down this week, obviously depending on how much, if it's crazy red in regards to like how many days of red you've had, probably unfortunately not going to swing it all around on a Friday. If you've had 3 red days this week, probably not going to make it green today. Maybe I'm wrong. If they're controlled small losses, you definitely could, right? But don't try to force things because of how Monday through Thursday went. If you're green Monday through Thursday, don't need to press it and try to make it even crazier green. If there's good opportunities, take them. Size it appropriately, manage them properly. But like, don't go crazy one way or another. Whether you're doing good or bad this week, never go crazy on a Friday. Go into the weekend feeling good on a high note. Study up over the weekend. Come back Monday, right? If you got beat up with FOMC, all right, let's learn from it over the weekend. Let's reset. Let's get our approach a little bit better on Monday. And let's get after it again. We're not going to magically switch things around of a minus 2K week and make it plus 2K on a Friday, unfortunately. Do you provide these pre-market sessions daily? I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then in Tuesday, Thursday off of the pre-markets. But Cass, every day I'm live here on AceFX TV, and it's free. And it's not just me. You'll get Austin on there. You get Zach, James, Randy. Like I'm saying, we had Nick Johnson from the BSC on all of these live streams. So if you're liking these pre-market ones, we're actually doing the ones every single day on ASFX TV. All recorded if you miss it, if you join late. So always ask questions over there. Send markups if you want some feedback on them. Get different perspectives of different answers rather than just me, right? But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. As he pops on in.
Good morning, brother.
How we doing?
Why was that game so close last night?
I could have told you that when you texted the spread. I looked up the last 10 games they met. They were all by like 3, and there was 2 blowouts.
Really?
It's just that division shit, man.
I mean, it was 10. They got it to 10 with the field
they get
goal.
to 10. Vegas knows somehow. It was 11.5, right? The spread you wanted?
11.5 or 12. Yeah.
Bring your mic closer, I think.
Hello. Better?
I guess.
No,
Yeah.
Not better?
Yeah, maybe my computer is just quiet.
Got the game.
Yeah, like, isn't it crazy though? Like, they said spread, hey, 11.5, and it was 10. Like, how do they know?
I think I got it at 12 because I put it in late.
Well, whatever. Like, Vegas is always close. You would figure, be like, spread is like 21. Dolphins are 0-2. Bills are filthy. Nope.
Bills are filthy. Yeah, I mean, after the first 2
games.
drives, Josh Allen looked so good, dude, didn't he? After the first 2 drives.
I mean, you look at it. This is what I was looking at. This stat mute. I'm not going to go back to like 2023, but they have yesterday's in there already. That the last time last year, 3 points, 11. Mm-hmm. So it's like right on, or 21, retarded. Mm-hmm. 7, another blowout, but then 3. Yep. So it's like, then division games. You know, we've stayed close with the Steelers and Browns. It's like, what are we doing? It's just like they see you twice a year. Every year they know your game plan. They know your plays. They know your shit.
Who played? Not forget what I was going to say. That's funny. Who played well on Miami? Tua or the defense?
To get them to score anything?
I mean, I don't know who played well on Miami that kept them in the game.
Their running back was pretty good.
Okay.
Gave some good effort, gritty runs of taking a hit and keep on pushing. But yeah, Tua had a terrible interception.
Yeah, he looks weird when he's running in the pocket. Like he scrambles very straight in a strange way.
His eyes are shut when he does it. So he doesn't know where he's going. He's just like, he thinks he's playing tag. Like he doesn't want to get it.
It is weird, right? Like he does look weird when he's scrambling. His arms are up, maybe. He runs with his arms up too much, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to be mean, but maybe he got hit so hard that he doesn't remember how to run. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
They're running into the punter was terrible. They stopped the Bills when it was tied. 4th down, the punt. Give Josh Allen a fresh set of downs. You're gonna hate that.
McDaniels was pissed. He was on the sideline with like arms out. Like, what the fuck, bro? I remember that.
Big dude trying to block the ball. I mean, you gotta love the effort, but like, and that is a stupid rule of like, oh no, he hit the punter's leg. All right, it's football. But
it's a stupid rule. I agree, bro.
Because there's running into the kicker and roughing. Like you can't really fuck him up. But it's like that's the roughing is like if he like falls. Rather than like you just hit him with a shoulder pad. It's like, Jesus Christ.
And they like sell it too when he goes down, like a soccer player, you know?
Yep.
Make sure to sell it.
I just realized that the next time the Dolphins play, since they're off this Sunday, is when they're playing the Jets in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to go to that if Brendan could come down, but we got Sean's wedding so close he can't take off. And there's trash. You got an 0-2 team versus an 0-3 team. And who knows what the Jets will be after this weekend. Probably 0-3.
Who they playing?
Can't be in their landing area. Yeah, it's just stupid. I know sometimes it can get ugly if you're laying on like his plant leg, the one that's not kicking. But it's like, you should look at the camera and be like, yeah, that wasn't. The kicker's fine. Okay. If you injure him, then that's roughing the kicker. If he can still walk off, he's fine.
All right.
So about this overnight, still making. I mean, where are we at since Monday? When you look at it, Monday's
not
back
really
here.
Anywhere higher. I mean, considering an FOMC week, we're higher, but not much higher.
This was the week before FOMC, up and down inside that range, and then yesterday pretty sideways on. This is ES. It gave some lift, but never made new highs. And today we're still within that range. So like overall, since Monday, yes, Monday's open price to now, we are higher, but it's not like just buy it and close your eyes and you'll make money, as it rarely is. That's like, I can't really just predict shorts today. I still see these as trying to build higher lows until we crack below some of these VWAPs.
Right.
So hopefully we can just get that lift to take out of yesterday's high or yesterday's low one way or another.
There's orders stacked up at 67.15 and 67.20. So right where you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because NQ had a little bit more bullish of a day yesterday in terms of holding up at those highs. And same thing since it's Monday here. Monday's low was like FOMC's low. It would have obviously rallied that FOMC into the overnight into that session, and still no sign of sellers. Buyers aren't giving up yet. They're still trying to keep on moving us higher. So I'm going to have to go
this week. How do you make it out this week?
I think it's like up 500. I had the red day on Monday with FOMC weak. It was like slow on Tuesday, Wednesday to get it back. So it was like break evens and small greens.
Yep.
And then thankfully, I guess semi-thankfully, the day I had a loss, it was on the Ignite account. I was like, yeah, that
was good.
That's good.
Right.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Because now it's not copied to 3 accounts because I just have 1.
Okay.
But then YM today looking bullish as well. Yep. So obviously we'll wait for the open range set, see what we can get. But like I said, keep it tight. Don't overdo anything, whether it's a good week or a bad week.
Yep. I'll switch us over I'll take us over in like 2 minutes. So we'll hang for another minute.
Yeah. We're going to take a break, run an intro, be back in 2 minutes, in a couple of minutes.
Yep. And then we'll do the giveaway on ASFX TV. So it's good if you're listening to this right now and you are not signed up for ASFX TV to get into the giveaway for the instant funded accounts. You've got to be signed up to ASFX TV. I only allow those people into it. So it's a great little thing. Free month, free access to the courses, free access to everything's free for a month. It's full access. There's no gimmicks. There's no nothing. See if you like it. We're that confident in it.
Yeah. Use the chat too. Like if you're asking questions here, like Ma West, Darian, everybody, anyone that asks questions, it's like great. Keep them coming on stream. Even if like someone in the chat might answer you.
Yep.
You never know. I just get out there and talk to other traders, get perspectives on different things that you're going through, strategy based, personal psychology, whatever. Anything you're wondering, get it out there.
Yeah, we'll make an announcement today too to the public since we made the announcement yesterday on ASFX TV. So we'll tell everybody what the exciting news.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll tell them after the open. We'll make them wait till the open.
Yeah.
So hang out with us for a little bit, everybody. And again, if you go to ASFX TV, sign up. That's where you'll be able to then get the live chat access, the course access. That's where we'll be doing our giveaway and everything like that.
Yeah. If you go to any of our links, it's quick. It's already code first is already applied. So just click on that. You'll be signed up.
Look how clean that looks, bro. Look at you looking all professional and shit.
It really is.
It really is.
Top one sale ends on Sunday. Trade Zello discounts.
Accounts. Yep.
Bing bong. Yep. Get in, get out. Quick, efficient, clean.
I'm down on my instant funded accounts this week, so we're going to try to make that loss from yesterday back.
What was it yesterday? Oh, the short. That's all you took yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go get it back. I mean, I like you said earlier in the stream, it's going to be hard to be bearish.
Yeah. That's like, I don't even want to be bearish. It's like, no, I want the longs to work.
Right.
But it doesn't matter.
Right.
But it's also like, how can I be bearish right now? Currently as a new high day pre-market. So like, even if it's moving down here at the open, I can't even be short at 96 because it could definitely find bounce there at that overnight like we did yesterday. I look at yesterday's open at 930, bearish. 2 a VWAP, and then we just rallied back up. So like, even if we move lower, I'd say into like 90s.
You're still going to want to be
bullish. If anything, it'd be given a good long opportunity. You don't want to just buy the falling knife. You want to see if it could slow and turn. But like down here, maybe I'd be bearish. And that's all trying to catch a lower low, but it's tough.
But if you could get those longs off 6,700, that could be good too.
Yeah. So we got the open in 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's go. We'll go get ASFX TV set up. Everybody, link in the bio. Come click. Come hang out. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, watching on X, just hang out. We'll see you guys in 5.
Yes, sir.
Appetite. Start your engine.
Some of the side effects may include hallucinations, nausea, insomnia, changing appetite.
Happy Friday. It's good to be here. Good to be live with you guys. We are live on X. We're live on Twitter. We're live everywhere. We are red yesterday, small red yesterday. So we're going to look to make that back today. Hopefully we'll find a nice trade setup here as we're pushing towards new all-time highs again this morning. London session set the low. And as usual, not every day, but usually London is pretty one-directional. It moved higher here. Some of the members of the Black Shirt Club last night, shout out to Rebecca, had her best trading day ever, caught the shorts in the Asian session, caught the longs in the London session. And now we'll see what the market wants to give us. 6711 has orders on it. We're going to watch Bookmap very closely. You guys, if you're following me on social media, you know tomorrow we got Bruce from Bookmap coming on the podcast. That's tomorrow, 8 a.m. Tune in for the live premiere. We may do a giveaway on that. We're going to do a giveaway today on stream too for the ASFX TV members. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on X, only our ASFX TV members get access to the free giveaway. If you want to enter into the giveaway, if you want to join ASFX TV, all you got to do is click the link in my bio. It's right there. It's easy to see. But market's open, selling off a little bit. I wouldn't call it a sell-off, pulling back a little bit towards this 6,700 price level. We're going to want to watch that, I think, closely because we have two important VWAPs right there. Previous day New York VWAP and overnight VWAP. So I got Randy coming on in a minute. I got Lawrence coming on with me as well today. KV is going to be joining us today. Maybe Bruce is joining us today. So we'll have a full house. Should be fun. But let's give it a few minutes here. Usually, not always, but usually we wait until the opening range is set until we look to take a trade. So let me get the giveaway sheet to our ASFX TV members. Everybody, you can put your name on here once, please. Once. Get your name on there. We'll do the giveaway towards the end of the stream. We'll do our duck race. Jordan, what's up? Carmen, what's up? Giancarlo, what up? Cheryl, what up? How's my mic sound, everybody? Do I sound okay? Let's bring Randy in. What's up, buddy? Does my mic sound good?
Morning, man. You sound great. You
All
sound great.
Evan was saying I sound a little quiet there. I'm going to bring Lawrence in too. What's up, Lawrence? Good to see you, buddy.
What's going on, fellas?
Bro, the hair's
Lawrence?
getting longer, faster, bro.
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, man.
Looking
Yeah,
good, bro.
man. I appreciate it. It is getting a little bit out there, a little bit.
Yeah. So let's see what we got
Yeah.
today, boys. Stefan, good morning. Scott, good morning. Steve, what's up, buddy? Mike, Lawrence, we're less than a month away from LA, buddy. Less than a month.
I know. I didn't forget about your ribeye either, so I'm a man.
Oh, I did forget about the ribeye. That's a nice
Yeah.
fucking Friday reminder for me right there,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
Let's go, Randy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we just go buy some ribeyes and we'll make them, and we all eat ribeyes
Yeah.
together. All right. I think
That's hey, I'm with it. Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. So Lawrence, we got that dinner too that I was talking about in the group chat. So that steakhouse that we're doing that on after the seminar, that is we were there last year. Really nice, right, Randy? If Randy approves,
dude,
you know it's nice. Randy has high standards when it comes to eating out, right, Randy?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I'm always it's a steakhouse, right? Like I'm a sucker for a steakhouse.
Yeah, it's a Brazilian like
oh my
steakhouse to all you can eat
Yeah.
kind of thing. They got the salad bar and the drinks and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been getting more into swings, man. I didn't tell you guys. I'm getting more into swings.
Tell us, update us. What's good?
Yeah, so basically, I'm just like I was reading this book, right? So one was talking about swing options, and then the other one was talking about pretty much, I'm starting to get into it, but I think what's his name? What's the guy
Lucci.
name?
Lucci.
Lucci. I think he does it too with the selling puts and selling calls and stuff like that. Like weekly options.
He calls
Yeah,
it for
premium.
premium.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about getting into that, man. It seems pretty decent.
Can you give us the book recommendation?
I'm still reading it, so I don't want to put my name on it, but I'll just if you want me, I'll show you. But
show us.
Yeah. So it's this book right here. It's how to turn every Friday into payday using weekly options.
Oh shit. Okay, who's the author of that?
That is T.R. Lawrence. Ironic.
No way.
That's ironic.
So funny. Nice,
For
dude.
everybody,
All right, cool.
that's actually Lawrence's book. He wrote it. I'm gonna just
Yeah, I know, right?
I think that there's growing interest in our community for options income strategies for sure.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I told you I was looking into more real estate property, but it's funny because now I'm actually selling my rental in Maryland because I have rental property. Yeah, I'm selling it, bro. It's just not worth it to me anymore. So I'm like, bro, if I am a trader, I might as well go all in on the markets. So my rental income can be these weekly options. I can run these swing plays and leaps on the back end and then day trade on a daily basis, bro. So I mean, why not?
I've never owned an investment property, but I was looking at there's a duplex for sale not far from here. And it's like it is appealing to just like park your cash there, but I don't know if I want to be a landlord.
It's not that easy. I'm going to interject.
It's not that easy.
I went down that road, and
I don't like it.
I think I would do it if I'm being honest. My brother, he works in private equity. We were talking about this. I was like, if I had $1 million just sitting in investments already, I think I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, buy the fucking. But I don't have $1 million in investments yet.
Exactly.
If I had a passive bag right there, then I think I'll consider it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're doing something else that would we're like buying a business, but like the markets are where people get wealthy. And when we are young, even you, Randy, still young, we have time on our side. Like the markets can return so much greater, I think, in some ways with less headache than the investment properties. I know this is a controversial take. Some people really like investment property. I'm not trying to piss everybody off on a Friday morning. I'm just saying, you got to stick in your lane. You know what I mean? To an extent. And my lane is market. So I get what you're doing, Lawrence, for sure. Like I totally am on the same wave.
I think the people that make money in investment properties, a majority of them are slumlords. Like I'll throw that out there. Like that's the easy way of making money. I shit you not. I tried doing the opposite, like buying a property, renovating it, getting better tenants in there, and it turned into a shit show. Like I should have just left it a slum and just took my rent and been okay with it. But that's not who I am, right? So it's just like, fuck it. I
Yeah,
can't.
no, I mean, Randy, that's how it has to be because if you think about it, it's either you're going to get a more expensive home with low income but high equity on the back end, or you're going to get a home that's probably like in the hood or something like that, and it's going to be very high income but low equity on the back end. So it's like to a degree, if you want high income, that $500 to $800 per month per property is going to have to be, a house in Detroit or Baltimore or something like that. You're not going to get a fairly decent house in the suburbs and expect to get $500 to $800 per month on rent. Like the equity on the back end will grow, but not so much the cash up front or the income, the monthly income.
Yeah.
But
No,
I agree with
totally.
Austin. I do agree with Austin when you're saying like if I had a shit ton of money and like I think real estate is that thing where it's just like I have to put my money somewhere, like but I'm not there yet, right? So as I'm growing and building up to getting that million, 5 million, 10 million, God willing, then when I get there, then fuck it, let me buy some real estate. But until then, markets, stock market, futures market, at least.
I think it's me, boys. I think I'm lagging. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine on the StreamYard side. I don't know about on the stream, but
You guys are lagging to me. So that's why I think I'm lagging.
oh, okay, yeah. Then
Well, yeah, everything's perfect on us.
Yeah, you and Lawrence, like when you guys talk, I haven't missed a beat. So
yeah, same here.
Okay. No, good points there, boys. Good points in the chat too. I see the chat. What are we thinking here, Randy? You like longs here off that overnight VWAP and previous day VWAP, even after a little bit of a sell-off here this morning?
yeah, I like, but like, look at this. So we got previous days there. We got new overnight. We got all-time high VWAP sitting right there. We got previous days point of control sitting right there. Like you got 4 levels sitting at that 6696, 6700, let's call it. So that's kind of what I do like the longs from here for sure.
Okay.
I just keep thinking about your tweet that you put about the triple witching day and how we have triple witching today.
Yeah, a lot of options volume. Lawrence, do you know anything about what triple witching means and what that would mean for us as futures traders? Because it says today's the largest triple witching day in history with over 5 trillion in options set to expire. Expect sharp volatility, especially in the last hour of the U.S. sessions as dealers rebalance.
Not really. Brian was actually telling me and Tanner about it. He knows more about it than I do. So I only know the basics of it. I'm actually going to look it up as we speak.
See, even Luke said in the chat there, Austin, that his parents have rentals and it's just such a headache. They offered it to him when he gets older and he said, no, sell it. I don't want it.
Yeah. I'm just going to, you guys know how I am. I'm just going to buy Bitcoin with everything.
Right. Especially when you're a Bitcoin guy, you're like seeing the appreciation of the Bitcoin. You're like, why am I buying these shitty houses that barely go up and dealing with these shitty people? I could just buy more Bitcoin.
Literally. Did I show you that? Did I show you the Bitcoin standard? Did I show you guys that? The picture?
No.
Let me show you. 1 second. I'm gonna send this to you guys. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you guys. I blew my fucking accounts yesterday.
Oh, no, that's why it's a no trade day today for you. I was going to ask you. I thought maybe because you're going the swing route, so you're just taking it easy on the trading.
No, whenever I get to a point where, basically, I was just going through stuff, Randy. Like mentally, I shouldn't have traded. I shouldn't have traded, bro. It was completely me.
Did you not go through this last week too? Did you not go through something similar last week too? Like you didn't want to trade, then you came on stream, and then you didn't trade on stream, and then after stream you forced yourself to trade.
And then I went to tilt. I had 3 trades. Yeah, exactly. But this one was a little bit more. This time was just a little bit too much. So for everybody listening, man, if you know deep down in your heart and mind not to trade, do not trade. Like it's really not that serious, honestly.
I think that's when you start thinking too deep is when you get yourself into mistakes, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're almost too like it's just on your mind and you have to do something. So
but exactly. I think I
No,
was using. Sorry, go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say we finally took the New York VWAP here on ES, so NQ's above
So
its
let
New
me
York
let me
VWAP.
let me ask you: when you get above VWAP or below VWAP and close, what is your entry signal?
So my entry signal is going to be first. I'll see where we are if we're over under the VWAP. If we're over it and we get a
Hmm.
close, sometimes I'll take the break of the VWAP on a hold of like. See, I don't know if you can see my screen, but see, we have like
Yeah,
this yellow line is previous day's New York VWAP. The black is
right.
the overnight VWAP, and then this green dotted line is previous day's point of control. And see how these are all lining up, and it's around this 60, 6696 to 6700 area. I want to see
Yeah.
a break telling me we get back above this, and then it's telling me the buyers are in control. Then I will look at Bookmap and see where there's orders. Like I have,
Okay, so basically you have these levels, you wait for a sweep, get back above there, hold, and then your target is going to be based on where the buyers or sellers are on Bookmap.
correct.
Okay.
Even like say if it's just the opening range right now, I'd be looking at taking this pre-market high here, or even the top of the opening range.
So you will take a trade within the range because for me, when I mark my opening range, and if we didn't break out of that opening range just yet, I'm terrified of taking a trade while we're still within the range if we didn't break out just yet.
Yeah, so that's where it's
Randy, zoom in, please. They can't see your screen.
oh fuck.
Fucking- God damn it, bro. Rookie shit here, God.
I like to
Yeah.
make sure I can see back for 3 days on the
Chat.
screen. I want to know the price action.
What quality is everyone getting the stream in today? It seems low. I'm getting 270 as the max quality. Evan said he's getting 1080. All right, good. So some of you are seeing this crispy. So something on the StreamYard side today. Like you guys are laggy, but you're hearing me fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's perfect on here.
All right. So I just can't look at the StreamYard because if I look at it, it looks laggy, but the audio is fine. It's weird.
Yeah, no, you guys are like I'm watching everything on StreamYard. Like I
All
got
right.
the other one up and running. I just have it for the chat.
You're in charge of the chat then today, Randy. Good. All right. Everybody in the chat's good. So that's all that matters. All right. Here's the giveaway link again. Everybody make sure you guys are good there. And YouTube says they're good too. All right, good. So we're going to just rock out and not look at that. Pulling back a little bit here, Randy. I think I do like the longs if the 95s hold on the book, and they want to be support because I like what's coming on 67.15 and 67.10.
I agree.
This is what Evan was saying pre-market on his stream. He was like, this is the pullback that we can get a good price looking at the 15 minutes saying, where do we think this will move to? Oh, and our special guest is here. The main man himself. Look at him smiling in the background. Put this motherfucker on stage. What's up? You sponsored by Gymshark now, bro? What's up?
I'm about to go to the gym after this.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, that's what I normally do.
To those public gyms, Austin, that you don't like.
Did you guys meet KV? Did you meet Lawrence in the seminar last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
A brief time, though. Briefly.
Yeah, very quick. What's going on, man?
How are you guys? Good?
Yeah,
Good, man. What's happening, bro?
Quad witching today, right?
Yeah. You're an options guy, so educate us. What is that? Oh, a shit ton of contracts right there, Randy.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's not even about options. I mean, it's a combination of options and futures, really.
Okay.
Because the future contracts expired today. ES contract expired today. NASDAQ contract expired today. So that's why they call it quad witching, because it's all these. It's 4 different asset classes that expire today: index options, stock options. It's just a volatile day. Usually,
it's going to be volatile at the close too.
Yeah, it's just volatile. If you check on Monday, if you check the volume bar of today, it's going to be a complete outlier from all of this. Like no matter what, it's always an outlier.
Yeah,
it's just volatile. That's all.
Hey, look, Doug in the live chat, another $1,500 payout. All right, good. Is anyone in any trades yet? Live chat on ASFX TV. Anybody in any trades? And I see everybody's putting their name in for the giveaway. That's great. Before we get into this, now that the opening range is set, we got 1,000 contracts sitting at 67.02. I want to, Lawrence, talk to you a little bit about the interest rate stuff too, and we'll come back to the Bitcoin standard stuff. But before we go any further, Lawrence, you actually don't know this, so this will be news to you, I think, potentially.
Nice.
We decided this week we're going to plan the next boot camp. If you didn't see the videos, they're on my YouTube channel from last year's boot camp. It's going to be May in Tampa. Lawrence, you're going to be there speaking. KV is going to be there. Randy's going to be there. It's going to be a huge group of guest speakers. It's going to be another 2-day boot camp. Tickets are going to go on sale, everybody, next month in October. We're all going to an event in LA with Tom Hugard. As soon as that event is over, we're going to release tickets, and we're going to make it really affordable. It'll be less than $1,000. You'll be able to split the payment over 2 months. We want to try to sell 100 tickets. That would be double what we did last year, and it would be the biggest one we've ever done. So that's the goal. So it's going to be same hotel, Lawrence, KB, same place. All that worked really well. So because we didn't have any complaints, I'm like, let's just run it back. Everybody,
I only have one complaint.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
Go
see, I did not like the mic holdings that you guys were doing.
What do you want me to do? Get the earpiece?
Yeah, like what is this? Like I'm fucking
This guy,
50 Cent?
He wants to be like Tony Robbins. He wants to run in the room. He wants to get
Yeah,
everybody
right.
pumped up.
It feels like I'm singing, rapping on
Yeah, I'm
stage.
singing.
God, I get to go on my psychology rants.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is I'm putting it'll be
excited.
less educational sessions, like one-on-one
Yeah.
people speaking. It'll be more panels and more breakout sessions. Yeah, look, those orders just filled right there. Because people want to network and they want to meet other traders, I think. So what we're going to do, one of the exercises we'll do is we'll pick 2 topics and the speakers will split up. Some of us will go to one topic, some of us will go to the other, and then the people will get up and go to different parts of the room to have different discussions. So we'll do breakout sessions like that. So it'll be
Nice.
live trading, it'll be a little bit of PowerPoint stuff, it'll be breakout sessions, and it'll be panels. And then we'll do a dinner and a happy hour. So we'll do the whole thing.
Nice.
Everybody start
Lord.
looking at flights. Start getting it ready. May, it's 14th, 15th in Tampa. Tickets will go on sale next month.
You guys do Neurogum? We'll take Neurogum.
Say it again.
You guys have Neurogum? We'll try it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You
I'm
should.
How
long
long
there,
there,
baby.
Austin?
I'm long there.
Ooh, you guys got long. I've been trading gold this week, though. Surprisingly, first
Have
time
you?
ever.
Have you?
Mm-mm.
First time ever trading gold this week.
What pulled you over to it now?
Because I was like, it's FOMC week. Let me just trade something that's not that much correlated with it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I think, Randy, I'm long because they took those orders at 67.02, and we said we like 67.10, we like 67.15. So if opening range low holds as a stop, we'll want that pre-market highs, like you said, 67.12.
So do you guys front run those levels, or do y'all see for a reaction to see if y'all can blast through it or shoot
If we're trading into it, yeah, probably try to front run it sometimes. But then when it cuts through like that and it doesn't show resistance and it takes a big block, usually that means there's some momentum to it. Not always, right? But usually when it takes like that, that means there's some momentum. It works, I think, on this trade specifically, because if you look at the 3 VWAPs we use, previous day VWAP is below us, daily VWAP is below us, and now New York VWAP is below us. So buyers are stepping in based on the way you read the VWAPs. And then you would say, well, look, they just took that big block of orders and continued higher. So it's buyers kind of showing their hand that they've got some momentum. But there's still orders at 95 that might want to fill. That's right near
It's a
opening
tight
range.
opening range for a triple witching or for having a lot of volatility.
Only 11 points. Yeah, fair. NQ looks super choppy, like very wicky.
I'm gonna be honest. I think in the past 2 months, I would have made so much more money if I would have traded ES. NQ the past 2 months have been like absolutely horrid, in my opinion, specifically compared to ES.
You see that,
Like
Randy?
August and September.
Sorry, you see that?
Yeah.
The fuck
It
is
didn't.
that?
It didn't pin those orders that I thought it would have. It almost like
No,
it
it-
wanted to wick those orders at 15, but didn't.
Look at my screen real quick. And this is what Bruce is going to talk about in the podcast tomorrow. Look at how it took those orders exactly. Like it jumped from this block at 05 to right to the orders at 10. So now let's see if it'll jump to 15. Sorry, Lawrence. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries.
Bro,
You know,
I've been telling you to come to ES, bro. NQ's hard. Everybody wants it because it's volatile, but it doesn't make it easy.
Yeah.
It's hard. Make your life
I
easy.
mean, before, like I'm telling you, like before August, NQ was doing really good for a set period of time. But for some reason, to me, it's been more choppy and more, I don't know, it's just been off August and September. But if I look at ES price action, it's been beautiful the past 2 months.
Yeah. I don't know, like, KV, any thoughts on that? NQ leading ES? I don't know which leads the other. I know that they are weighted differently and they're different stocks. So it's like, I don't ever talk like that. I don't ever go like, yo, that index is leading that. That's why that one got choppy and that one topped out first. I don't talk like that because they're all the same stocks, just at different weights.
No. Realistically, right? For example, like the Nasdaq is let's the S&P is this circle. The Nasdaq is inside this big circle. So
Yeah, for sure.
It's one of the moving pieces of the S&P, but obviously you have the other markets, financials and healthcare, which have been pretty clean, and that's why we have seen ES be much cleaner lately. Because tech, we are just in that territory where it's been. Look, ES versus Nasdaq. Nasdaq is always going to be much weaker. Look at that.
Here,
Yeah.
so you see Google, the decision on regarding advertising tech, we disagree with the court's final decision and we will appeal it. So that Google news is coming in. JP Morgan raises Apple's price target to 280 from 255. And then if you look at this book map here, everybody, 67.15, the level I've been saying, it's got a nice chunk of orders there. So I would expect that we can make a move up
You
into
got
that.
a nice trade in there on the S,
Yeah,
right?
nice little win. Nice little win for a Friday.
Nice little one for quad witching. The witch is not getting to you.
No, the witch is not getting me, KV. I'll take some profit there. Yeah, that's good. Let's see if these 15 fulfill. Randy, did you get in this?
I'm out. I was that was on 27 accounts. I'm good.
Good job.
Oh my god.
Good job.
I took
Yeah,
5
we had
points.
this discussion in the podcast. We were talking about this. So KV, you can weigh in on this, and Lawrence, you as well. We were saying, like, if you're a trader that has taken payouts, which both of you have, there is definitely a conversation that if you're not doing what Randy's doing, you're kind of being a pussy because you're not maximizing prop firms. I'm not doing it. So I'm speaking as a pussy in this
Well,
case.
look.
Yeah.
To be honest with that, I do have my TradeSyncer account set up, right, to connect all of the prop firms together.
So
Randy
you're not a
doesn't like
pussy.
TradeSyncer.
So KV's not
Yeah.
a pussy. Yeah, I don't.
So-
I'm using a different trade copying software. KV, we'll chat.
But I definitely did not have 27 connected.
Yeah.
Oh, KV. But you know what? It is, I think it's worth a discussion. Lawrence, thoughts on that? If you're a trader that can get paid out, you should take the investment and trade it like an adult, and you would maximize then. Because think about it, like we all agree trading profits come in waves. They don't just come linearly every month, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So if you run a hot streak and you only get one account across a payout, you could have been copy trading. You know what I'm saying? How do you know when the next payout's going to come?
There's only one disadvantage to that, right? The upside is really good. The only disadvantage is if you get cold, right? As a trader, right? You go into like, let's say you blow accounts.
I'm cold now.
For you to come back out of that is going to be much more difficult if you didn't have all those accounts copy traded.
Right, because
It's going to be in the back of your mind, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be in the back of your mind that you have all these fucking accounts.
But what about that when it does hit, the payout is huge. Like you have
You're
to
right. You're right.
You can't look at it like that either. You got to look at it like, if it takes me 3 months to get a payout on these 27 accounts, if every 2 weeks I just burned and churned accounts and took payouts, like it's like, for me, it's a delayed gratification. But at the same time, I'm like slowly scaling up and sizing up, which is what I want to do with my trading. I don't want to be chasing single payouts every 2 weeks, which is what some people do very well. And there's nothing wrong with it at all. That just doesn't work for my personality type. That leads it makes sense. That leads me to more tilty trades. Like when I trade these evaluations and combines, I tilt way faster than I do with my funded accounts because I'm copy trading so many and I respect them so much more.
Yeah, no, I understand. I mean, I think that's the whole point of prop firms is for that leverage. Like, it doesn't make sense for prop firms when we go to live accounts. It's like that kind of kills the whole purpose of prop firms, right? It's meant to leverage to a degree, right? Or for people with very little capital. So I understand where you're coming from, but I think that it can, like, bro, it's very little room for error. Is
100%.
I think.
But that's why I took profit. That's why I didn't.
We all agree. Prop firms. Trading with prop firms, there's guaranteed to be some error sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because you click the wrong button, you leave an order in, there will be error. So it is tricky for sure. Randy, did you just see I'm sorry, real quick though. Did you see this a second ago? Look at all those orders that popped on right there at 07 and then they filled. Look at it. See it right there?
Oh, yeah.
And then they filled it and it just bid it back higher in that pin. It's interesting. Great points though, Lawrence and KV.
No, like if you do it like Randy does it, like that's good, right? If you take a step back, size down, and be like, hey, I'm just shooting to get a payout in the next 3 months.
Yes.
Like that way makes sense, right? But if you're keep on trading the same way like you do with one account and have like 28 accounts copy traded,
you're fucked.
I think that's not the way to do it.
Yeah,
I've been KV. I've had these accounts copied for like probably a month now. I've taken maybe 5 trades, 10 trades in them.
Yeah, that's good.
And slowly going in and changing my sizing.
Not discipline though.
That's what. But that's why I'm working. This is teaching me to have discipline because I lack discipline when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to a combine, I'll just throw on fucking 30 micros and hit it.
Of course, you lack discipline, Randy. You weren't grown up in an Albanian house getting beat up all day.
Here, let me throw another debate point here for a second. Consistency score is a better barometer of you actually being able to maintain an account than a 5 days of $200. I think that the way some of the companies have their rules set up, they do not play into you being a better trader or more consistent trader. They don't. You can YOLO it and get it done. But if you look at these instant funded accounts, arguably instant funded accounts require a better trader because they require you to be consistent rather than, hey, YOLO, bet, lose, buy again, $50, YOLO, bet, lose. You know what I'm saying? That's easy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a supporter. I understand. I mean, I support that. I actually support prop firm rules. Like, if you're one of those people that really talk shit about prop firm rules, that just means you're not trying to be a good trader, bro. Like, that's really what it is. Like, you could look at it at two different ways. You can look at it as prop firms trying to make it more difficult and trying to take your money or whatever the case may be by implementing all these rules and payouts, or you can look at it as a sense of maybe if I manage my risk properly. Maybe if I do follow that consistency rule and get base hits. Like, I mean, I understand where you come from completely. I agree with it. Truly.
Put personal capital in an account and trade the rules how you want to trade them. Trade how you think the prop firms should be trading and see how long that lasts. Like, have no consistency rule, have no daily loss limit, have no max loss, and go blow your account up then. Like, that's straight. That's all there really is to it.
So on this trade real quick, I took the entry at 67.03. I closed most of the trade at 67.11, 67.10. When we flush like that, everybody, in a market that's grinding at all-time highs, not moving in a straight line, you really don't want to let trades like this go green to red. So you want to be aggressive in that profit taking, not just because it flushed, but if you've seen the Futures 2.0, Evan describes first time it breaks that opening range usually does not run all day. It did one day last week, but every other day last week and every day this week.
That's the orb traders. The orb traders.
Bro, yesterday, look at them get smoked. You short the bottom of the opening range breakout, instantly smoked you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So majority of the time, that opening range breakout trade isn't the trade. So when you take a mid-range entry here, everybody, if you took the long with me, you see the higher lows, you see it coming off the key VWAPs. We get that. Buyers step back in. We're looking for that first break of opening range. Knowing that range break does not run all day, you got to be taking profits in there. Yeah, we got orders above and this and that, but look, they're gone. They get pulled off, and now you're left holding a bag. So that's why, you got to be. Randy was full out. I was majority out. I had 7.
And going back to that chart real quick, the way that I trade is it's perfect. So the opening range, right? And then I will wait for that breakout, that retest. And if we hold strongly back within the range, then I'm looking for a short opportunity right there, honestly.
Yep.
Like if we go right back into the range like that.
100%.
Why is the orb becoming so popular these days? I feel like it was popular like 10, 15 years ago, and then all of a sudden it
maybe
just
sounds cool. Yeah.
For me, it's easy.
It's easy. I think we now have a new trade. It's arguable we have a new trade. Fade the opening range. And when it breaks out like this, you flip this motherfucker, you short this back in like this. You're fading them back at least to New York VWAP or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these people are chasing the breakout up here. They're buying this, looking for extension.
And even if you do that blindly, like because we range so much, if you do that blindly and fade the opening range, you will win much more than you lose. Considering being a orb breakout trader, because the markets consolidate 70% of the time, right? So that means you do that and fade the orb, you may win 70% of the time.
You're right.
You know where that doesn't work? Open up the gold chart, Austin, GC.
No, gold won't work. Right.
Open up GC right now.
Look at that ripper. Not right now, dude. You don't get in front of gold right now, bro. It's definitely not the one to be shortened.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. So as a coach, right, this is what I've been getting my traders to do is the moment that they take a payout, I make them take at least 3 trading days off to let the excitement settle.
Especially if it's first
how many people do you guys know or have like coached or seen that take a payout and then they get so excited and elated that they blow it up within the next 2 trading days?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
The number, but it happens all the time.
Yeah.
I like the last payout I took was like 2 months ago. I had $500 of drawdown left in the account after I took the payout. Gone. Next day.
That was the problem. It wasn't the after effect. That was the problem.
That's
leaving
$500
of
he choosing to
drawdown.
take the payout and have no drawdown. Right. But I'm just saying, I'm in the bucket of those people that he's talking about that loses the account after the payout. That's me,
Yeah. I think we've all done it.
You should have just traded with one micro.
If you want to keep, dude, you know who you're talking to? trade with 1 micro. If you're trying to keep the accounts, there is another, like, I like that. This is why it's good having so many people on stream. Like, you should be trading bigger accounts, because the bigger accounts require you to make more and leave more of a buffer in when you take the payout, because it has a payout cap and a larger target, right? It's the top 1 accounts where you have the 3K target and can take 2,500 out. That's where it's like easy.
Yeah.
Just leave yourself no drawdown. You know what I'm saying?
So it's always going to be like a decision, with like a long-term mindset, and you get a 150K account, so you can leave some room there. Or if you're aiming for like a quick payout, obviously the 50K makes more sense, right? But it's short term. You can just get that payout. The account's gone.
I kind of want to buy it again, Randy.
Yeah, I was just looking at in my Ignite account. That might take a long.
If this goes, I mean, like, look, yesterday's loss. This is Lawrence. You'll love this. Yesterday's loss. Breakout of opening range low. I trade the retest when sellers step back in, and I got smoked, right? But that's a break and retest trade I got to take. Well, now what's giving me today? The opposite on the long side. Break out of the top, retest VWAP. My stop should go at the low, and I should trade this back out the top.
Yeah, I mean, that was a probability based loss yesterday. That's probabilities.
So I should be in this today with something. Now when I'm green, and KV, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this. Lawrence, tell me what you think of this. I'm already up on the day. I usually risk what I'm up. I don't risk going red. I'll either risk less or what I already made. You know what I'm saying? What do you think of that?
I think that makes way more sense than people trying, because I've had this discussion too. I think that makes way more sense than if you lose and then risk the same amount and try to give yourself a second opportunity. Like, if you lose one time, in my opinion, you probably should be done for the day. But if you're going to trade multiple times, I would do it the way you're doing it. If I'm gonna trade multiple times during one session, that makes the most sense in my opinion.
Well, I think you need green days for payouts. So I'm just trying to keep the days green. I don't need.
Well, let me ask you this, Austin, since you're doing that. Now, let's say you made 145, right?
Yeah.
Do you adjust the number of contracts based on that 145s?
Right. So now I was in 7 the first trade. I just took this with 2. So even if I lose this trade, I lose 90 and I'm still green on the day.
Because I see a lot of people just opening the same number of contracts all the time.
No, you can't. You can't.
So when I was taking 3 trades max, I was doing first trade full size, winner loss, second trade, winner loss would be half size. So no matter what happened, I'm still preserving some of that capital. If I won the first one, took a loss on the next one.
What do you think of those traders that just double up? So they take a loss, and the next trade they open twice the number of contracts, and they
Martingale?
Oh, dude,
like the people that Martingale?
Dude, I know Martingale really well. Me and Martin go way back, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's a wild approach if you don't care about the accounts. I would never trade it with my own capital. But if you asked me, if I gave you $1,000, you wouldn't spend 500 trying to just YOLO and hit it. You know what I'm saying? Some people would. Some people will do that. So they won't give a shit, and they will martingale into these accounts because the prop firms don't look for that as a rule. If you had that as a rule, no one would buy prop accounts.
It's interesting though that's not become a rule.
You would literally lose 50% of revenue, every prop firm. If you could not double down after losses, no one would trade with you.
I don't think so.
Everybody does. Yeah.
Didn't Apex have a rule like that?
They had a rule where you could not add
double down.
You could not
add.
You
couldn't DCA.
Yes, if you're in a trade, you couldn't add to the position when it's in drawdown.
Which I think makes sense.
That's kind of stupid, though, to me.
I agree. I think it's
a great rule.
No, I think it makes sense as well. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of traders should be adding into a losing trade. It's
right,
losing
for a reason. Prop firm, why would you stop them from doing that? You're missing out on a bunch of blown accounts and money.
Like,
yeah.
I don't see why they did that. Like, that's not a rule that favors the trader. It favors, or you know what I mean? It doesn't favor the prop firm.
Well, they probably
they're always thinking about
had guys full porting, taking a losing trade, then at the bottom before they hit stop, full porting into it, thinking it's going to turn around, and it turned around, and a bunch of payouts probably happened that way.
And how many rules do you think are based off? How many rules, like how Jade Cap has a big payout, Kyle, and Patrick has a couple big payouts, I think. I wonder how many rules they make based on guys just getting the largest payouts. How they name laws after people? Like when a girl gets killed, they name it like Judy's Law or whatever. Like,
yeah.
How many rules are implemented in prop firms because of Kyle or because of somebody's taking a massive payout? I wonder what Apex has done because of that. That guy, that Indian dude in beer, remember? From Randy.
Yeah.
What did I say? From Tanner. Excuse me, from Tanner. Yeah, you see, Tanner, for everyone that's wondering, Tanner isn't here today because he's at the lake. He was bummed because he got rained out yesterday, so they were playing Scrabble. So he'd rather be playing Scrabble than hanging out with us.
Scrabble. It's crazy.
Playing Scrabble and shotgunning beers, probably.
I mean, it's pretty clear what I'm looking for, right, everybody? 67.15 on Bookmap, 67.20. Let me take a second while we're just sitting in this second trade to remind you guys tomorrow, new podcast with Bruce from Bookmap. If you haven't seen the first episode I did with him, just go to my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the live chat and just search Bookmap, and you'll see the first episode we did. It has like 30,000 views. It's one of my most popular. Watch that if you can before tomorrow's episode, because we just jump right in. Like, we go right into stops and icebergs. And like, if you don't know anything about Bookmap, you'll want the first episode too. Kevin said,
speaking about most popular.
Yeah, it was. Thoughts on trading your P&L and not the market at that point. That was one of the biggest takeaways I got from the Biggest Loser wins. Yep. Shout out to Tom Hugard. Yep. Santiago,
am I still most popular on Behind the Charts?
Yeah.
Is he beating me?
Wait till we get KV on. It's gonna fuck
what
all
is
you
that?
guys up.
Did you just say what is that?
Yeah.
Dude.
Jesus,
Freaking Austin. Austin's
Jeez.
gonna fall out of his chair.
No, I'm just kidding. It's Randy's
KV,
podcast.
you gotta
Randy, promote your podcast. Come on.
KV, you got to get back on the socials, bro. I
No,
can't believe
I
you don't
know
know what that
I
is.
know the podcast.
It's the fastest growing podcast on YouTube right now.
Some would say it's the biggest podcast in the world.
Who
gonna
was
be
saying
that.
this?
Bro, it's on the internet. People said it. It must be true.
Oh man, we're gonna have KV on. We're gonna have KV on for the special. The KV special. We're gonna call
episode
it
50 with KV.
Yeah.
Why 50?
Because they're flying through them, bro.
Wow. The fastest growing podcast
In the world.
in the world.
Christine said, call it Randy's podcast again. Yo, Christine is so funny, dude. Christine,
Wow.
Randy, and Thomas's podcast. They all own it equally.
So what
33
is it called?
Behind the Charts.
Behind the charts.
Behind the Charts.
That wasn't the first name. Their first name sucked. No offense, boys and girls. It did.
It
What was
all
the first
in.
name?
No,
The
full
first
in.
name was. What
I
was
can't
the-
even fucking remember.
It wasn't
Was
all
it Full
in.
Sin?
It was like
No,
all
no.
in.
Full
the
Sin
other
is
one.
actual
You
podcast.
copied the all in, but it was too close to all in. Full
It was
in.
full in.
Full in.
Full in.
Not
behind
not
the
Charts
just the
in.
tip, bro. Not just the tip. Full in.
Full in. Okay.
Okay.
Behind the Charts
They
makes
called
sense.
it like
Makes sense.
full port podcast or something.
Full port
like,
podcast. That sounds like a
They're
boat
not
podcast.
degens. That's why.
Randy,
I will,
have you thought that Behind the Charts also stands for BTC for Bitcoin?
Yeah. So that's our.
yeah,
That's our.
yeah, it is.
That's our
Mhm.
X handle.
Nice.
Is
Speaking of Bitcoin, pull up my standard, Austin.
Yeah. Let's look at this.
This is my standard. This is what I live by.
This is what Lawrence sent to us.
This
here.
is what I do. I save in Bitcoin, right? My savings is Bitcoin. So whenever I don't have a savings account, I have a Bitcoin account. Whenever I want to save money, I put it in Bitcoin. The investments are very like Bitcoin treasury companies, and then speculation is going to be speculation, and then the house situation is just like your house is just your house. I don't even look at it as an investment or anything. But this is what everybody's used to. They save their money, right? They save their money. They buy a house. They invest in tech stocks and then speculation. So
yeah, and then saving is last for most people. Yes, I would agree.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that the Bitcoin
I
standard
think
is a little bit more effective.
I'm a mixture of both. You know, I'm
Mhm.
a mixture of both, but I like it.
What part are you mixing?
I think I'm mixing. Like, I think I'm more into stocks than you are. Like, I have a large stock portfolio for my retirement.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like, I dump
Yeah.
I maximize my SEP every year. So like
Yeah.
but I'm just sitting on that. You know, to me, that's like, in a way, it's like a savings, like, because it's fighting inflation. It's not like, yeah, I could lose money in the short term, but I can't take it out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I have to leave it in there unless I pay a penalty. So yeah, that's where I think I'm different. I definitely don't have as much Bitcoin as you.
Yeah. About $20 a day. I was really bad like a couple years ago, but now I kind of eased off the brakes a little bit. I do like $20 a day now.
What do you like ETH?
No,
Bitcoin or
because
something?
it's ran by a company.
It's ran by that skinny dude that looks like an alien.
Yeah, for sure. It's ran by him, and then they can switch from inflationary to deflationary whenever they want. And I don't like that.
KB, are you a Bitcoin guy?
No.
Bro, isn't this the guy? I'm telling you, that's the guy that runs the fucking Ethereum.
He got a tan.
Oh man.
It's too late for Bitcoin at this point.
Oh,
No,
never
it's
too
not.
late.
no,
No,
it's
it's
not,
not,
dude.
bro. No, it's
Never too
not,
late,
bro. That's
bro.
just like
No,
saying
it's
it's
not.
too late for Apple.
Bro,
Way
even
too
if
late.
Bitcoin goes to 200,000, what? I just doubled my
Double
money.
your money, right? No, I know
Nothing.
what you mean, bro. You need to play. Well, okay.
It
Here's
does.
I could do
Is
that.
there something wrong with doubling your money?
I could just do that
that
with
terrible?
options.
well, you
Right.
don't have a
every day.
lot to
But
invest.
no, I mean the fact of the matter is Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom. As long as they're printing money forever, there's not going to ever be a top, bro.
Yeah, but I'm
There's
gonna
never going to
die.
be a
I'm
top.
gonna die. Like who
I'm gonna
knows
die.
what I can
Assets,
read?
if you KV, if you've noticed KV that assets do not stop going up. They go up
I
forever.
know, but
Once
I'm
they hit
saying
the
like I'm gonna
$1 trillion
die.
mark,
I don't like who cares for my kids? Like I want to see Bitcoin at $1 million, for
To
example. I'm not gonna
defend,
see that.
let me take KV side for a second.
you might.
But I'll take it in a different way. Like Tesla right now, we were talking about this yesterday. Tesla looks like it's going to go to 600 anytime here, right? It looked super
Mhm.
bullish coming out of the bottom in May, tightening up in here. It looks super bullish, and now it's popped really well. But you can only buy at 427 if you buy the straight shares. But if you buy TSLT, it's 2x long, it's $26 a share. So now, KV, when we go to 600, you'll make 100% on your money instead of doubling your money. You 4x the money. You see what I'm saying? If we go back to those highs. So I think there's plays that you can find because there's so many different financial instruments to play with now, but you have to have a thesis. And like Lawrence's thesis is rooted in Bitcoin. That's the whole triangle. Because like to own Bitcoin and then to buy MicroStrategy is like, let me own the fire and then let me get the lighter fluid that's going to amplify the
Exactly.
Like
Pretty
he's
much.
either going to crush it and make it, or MicroStrategy is going to go bust. Bitcoin goes to fucking 30K and he's out of money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like layered on it. You see?
Exactly. Leveraged.
Leveraged. It is. That's what Michael Saylor says. Buying MicroStrategy is leveraged Bitcoin.
Yep.
Yeah, I like this trade. If anyone's sitting in along with me around 67.05, high
You're
of
still
day
in the long?
pre-market. I'm in the second trade. Yeah, high of day
I'm in a long
pre-market.
day with you, Austin, on that one.
You see this purple VWAP? That's our high of day. That's above New York VWAP, and we've just been sitting on it. That's a strong sign that buyers are still in control here.
I have these Microsoft longs. I bought in at 497.
What broker are you using? Robinhood?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever trade KV? You ever use interactive brokers?
No, for my options, I use Thinkorswim.
Okay. Lawrence,
Which
you
used to
you ever
be
use interactive?
from-
Grandfather.
Yeah.
Thinkorswim is the grandfather.
Again, I've literally just been doing options for 10 years. I only got into futures the past 2 years. So
Am I wrong? Can you trade futures now on Robinhood?
I don't know.
I believe you
I don't
can.
think-
Check that. I'm pretty sure
I
you
don't
can
know.
trade futures on Robinhood.
I've always been against Robinhood.
Why?
I understand.
It looks like a game. It's
It
not
does.
even.
Yeah, that's the whole point. To gamify it. To gamify it for people who don't know, who thinks that investing is too technical.
Right.
That was the whole point.
That's the whole thesis of their company.
They made it too easy though.
JV's like, I don't want it. Too easy.
Maybe it's
I
gotten
don't-
better these days, but back in the day, like you couldn't even do an analysis. nothing.
KB is like, I want to keep this esoteric. I want
Yeah,
this to
yeah.
be for the special of the special people. We're gatekeeping.
Bro, I had that
We're
thought
gatekeeping.
yesterday.
Esoteric.
I was thinking about that, bro. I'm like, you can put an investment thesis into AI probably and get a really good idea of like if it'll work or not. And I'm like, I don't want that. I'm gonna go to the library and just pull out some books and read some shit just to make it feel like the good old days and make it feel like
Yeah.
I'm working for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We are entering an age. It is worth talking about because it's like it's coming. It's they were talking
Yeah.
about it on the Joe Rogan with the Matthew McConaughey last week. It's coming, bro. You're not gonna have to know anything, and we're all
Yeah.
gonna be merged into this singularity AI interface. We'll all be
Yeah.
wearing a device or plugged into something. It's coming. You don't even put your phone
That's-
down now. Look at what we're
that's
doing right
ner-
now.
Neuralink is going to be a thing, bro. Because
Yeah.
if you think about it, I was watching this interview on Neuralink, and basically what Elon was saying was that there's a lag between data transmission between you. Let's say, for example, if you're on Twitter, the time that it takes for you to read and get that information from reading, that's a lag right there. So in order to cut that middleman, you put a fucking chip in your head, so there is no lag. I'm telling you, it's gonna get that to that point. Hopefully I'm dead by then because I don't want to do that.
That's what I'm
But-
saying, bro. Like I don't know if I
Because when
want
it starts, you have to do it. How are you going to keep up with competition if this guy
No,
has he's a
that's-
fucking cyborg?
So then am I wrong to think that it actually will be country versus country? Like America will have an advanced AI and like Kenya or like some country that's not as developed is going to be still like living in cell phone land. And we're going to look at them and be like, you guys still use cell phones? Like you don't
Yeah,
have,
for sure.
you're not plugged into there was a Netflix show about this, I think, and they called it The Kingdom. That was the AI. You took the pill and you were plugged in. That's what it'll be like. And we'll live on the same planet, but we'll be operating with this advanced technology, and other countries, I think, won't. And then that'll be weird. That'll be fucking weird.
It will be.
Yeah.
It will be. We're getting to that era where knowledge, I wonder what's next, because knowledge is so cheap now.
Exactly.
Like knowledge is cheap. Like knowledge is not, it's easy accessible through open AI, and that's free. There's a free version. So it's like, what's next? What's the next era?
I think people
may
will
just
be
that.
split on it though. Like Nick in the chat, he's like, I'm not getting Neuralink. I don't know, bro. I think I probably would, because only like once it's like tested and really good. Because like if, like you said, if everyone's getting it, I'm already dumb as shit. Like I can't fall behind faster, bro. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
yes, bro.
I don't think it happens in our lifetime.
You don't think
I hope so?
Oh, I think it definitely does, bro.
It
I think we're gonna
can.
see them regrowing artificial limbs. I think,
bro,
there
were movies about there were movies about flying supercars, and we still don't have that.
I know. I think it's because it doesn't serve a purpose. I think like we're gonna see. I saw this article about the next bubble is going to be in healthcare stocks, specifically about healthcare stocks that can keep you alive, regrow limbs, fight cancers, fight AIDS, all these like things that we've struggled with. They're going to develop AI created medicine that is tailored to your DNA. And these companies that are doing it, they think will be like the next big boom and big bubble. Isn't that interesting?
It may be Apple. It may be Apple. Apple is like a healthcare company. People sleep on that.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
they
especially
have
now
some
with the
big
new Apple Watch.
contribution.
Yeah. They gather a lot of data on healthcare.
Yeah.
The bubble could be sooner than we think.
Yeah,
it could be.
Especially with so if you look at the interest rate graph, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every time we see rate cuts starting to happen, right? There's the recession, you know, that's just how it is. Last one was COVID, which was a very short one. The previous one was the 07 crisis, and the previous one was the dot-com bubble. Like that's the only 4 times we've gotten rate cuts.
Mm-hmm.
So like this time around, like what could possibly happen? It's more than likely AI. Like there's just so much out there, and everyone gets slapping the word AI on anything these days.
I agree.
And honestly, is it really? Let's debunk this. Is it really AI though? Because technically,
so that's the thing, right? It's probably not. Most of the stuff is just automated stuff. Like it's just code, but it's not really intelligence, you know?
Exactly. Code that's ciphering through a database very quickly.
I think that the Neuralink will be harder for Elon to win people over on, but I think the robots, if they're good, people will buy the fuck out of those.
Oh yeah, for sure. Why wouldn't
20 grand for a robot? You could finance it interest free for 5 years. People would buy
it. Especially the guys. You seen that movie Her? You seen that movie Her?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I know the concept of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's happening right now. There will be people in a courtroom in the next 10 years fighting over domestic disputes with a robot lover. Guaranteed, bro.
Jesus.
People are mentally deranged, bro. People will fall in love with the robot.
Imagine the robots getting half of the net worth.
Yeah, dude, you divorce a robot, it gets alimony, child support. Now robots are milking the system. AI, that's all it wanted was our money.
That movie, iRobot.
Oh, dude, that was a fucking great movie. Fuck what you heard.
It was a
great movie.
No, it was a great movie, but I'm just saying that's where they like rebelled, right? Like they wanted like a union,
and then the one good one helped them. It was a good movie. Great movie.
Often instead of child support, they're asking you about software support.
Software support. Look at that guy with the jokes, bro. That's a dad joke if I've ever heard one, bro.
Right.
That's so funny.
That is a dad joke.
All right, we took VWAP on ES, back to overnight VWAP, NQ coming down a little bit. Boys, you got anything you're looking at? Randy, I know you're long still. I'm still in the second long here.
I want to see the hold of this overnight VWAP.
It's NQ coming down right now.
Off it prior.
You see YM's above all 3 VWAPs.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I think is where NQ's back down at its daily.
Why is Facebook bleeding? People don't like Mark Zuckerberg's $800 glasses. Are you surprised? People don't want to buy Mark Zuckerberg's. You saw those? The Ray-Ban AI glasses? $800?
Yeah. I didn't know they were 800
or something like that. Remember when like dude, announcements like that used to pump stocks. Now Apple does their announcement, stock drops. He does this announcement, stock drops. It's already priced in, bro. They already know That's the best thing. It's like people think that this is cutting edge shit. Dude, the market already knows what they're going to drop before they're going to drop it. The market already priced in that Apple is like,
Well, Apple always goes down on the iPhone announcements because they're always just like, same thing.
There's no innovation. We talk about this all the time on this on stream. Like there's zero.
But this is funny, right? Wait, say it again. Look at this chart, okay? Look at how amazing this stock chart is. There's no innovation. It's 5 years. If you bought this bitch in 2020, you're up 336%. No innovation. Shut the
zero.
Fuck up.
It's all marketing.
I'm saying the same thing though. Oh, it's the same iPhone. Stock market don't care. And you know who buys back the most amount of their own shares? These guys. That's why this stock price is very high. Apple buys back more of its own shares than any other company. Fact check me on that.
And they're still cash heavy.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Cash heavy. It's insane.
Why? Why are they cash heavy? Think about it.
I don't want to think about it.
I don't know. Maybe acquisitions.
That's what I'm saying. It makes no sense. Why would you be cash heavy when the market only says one thing about you? You're not innovating. You should be investing all that cash to innovate. They cut the program for the Apple car. I thought that was going to be the thing that they competed with Tesla. They pulled it.
Well, maybe they have something that we don't know.
That's always what they got, something under the curtain. You hope so. Yeah. They're saying the Apple Intelligence is going to be very, very good. So we'll see when that's
because they released those glasses right a year or two ago that were like $5,000. Like no one even talked about them after that.
No. Well, it's price. But you have to get stuff out. You know what I mean? You got to be that first mover. Let's do our duck race, everybody, for our ASFX TV members. KV, I don't think you've been here. Have you been here for a duck race, bro?
Can I participate on this too?
It's for a free 50K instant funded account from Top One Futures. So everybody,
I'll get one. No, I won't say no. You know.
Okay.
Do you know what a duck race is? First of all, KV.
I was doing duck races.
When I was a little boy.
I've been duck racing for a long time. Listen, so this is actually going to be our biggest duck race ever. Everybody, I see people still putting their name on this. So let me give you the link one more time. This is only for ASFX TV people. So if you're watching on X or on YouTube right now, you can click the link in my bio or Randy's bio and get a free month of ASFX TV. So you can stream with us all week, watch the courses, get in the Discord, and then our members get access to this giveaway every Friday. We also do giveaways on the podcast premiere tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. But this is just for everybody that's here on stream. So we're going to run this duck race and give away an instant funded account from Top One Futures. I just want to make a quick sponsor shout out for Top One because tomorrow, I think, or Sunday, one of them is the last day for these Ignite accounts. I've been trading 6 of these Ignite accounts. They're the cheapest instant funded accounts that you can get. KV's got a code. Everybody's got a code. Just check it out, everybody. If you're looking for instant funded accounts, even account to just dip your toe in the water with instant funding, why not do it with the cheapest account? And they're going away, but I think they're coming back. The plan, I'm hoping, is that they end on Sunday and then they come back in October. So, because I like the Ignite accounts. I think they're a good option, especially for people in other countries that can't afford to buy multiple $300 accounts at a time. You know what I'm saying? Gives you a good opportunity. All right. There's people talking shit in the chat already, so let's give them a few more minutes to put their names in.
Did you put my name?
No, KV. You can buy your own accounts, dude.
Bro, it's tough.
Everybody use KV's code. He needs the support.
It's tough these days. The economy is...
When was the last time you took a payout, KV? I think you took one last month. Use that money. What are you doing?
No.
He spent it, man. Did you not see his 4-month vacation he went on all over Italy?
That's what I'm saying.
That money just got spent the next day.
That's true.
It's true.
It's
Very
like,
true.
Uncle Sam took 30% of it as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no one tells you have to pay him. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to.
I was talking with this guy before I leave. I was talking with this guy the other day. He was like, I haven't paid taxes for 2 years. I'm like, how? He was like, taxes are voluntary. I'm like, what? Yeah. He was like, I'm telling you, the guy was.
Dude, I love that.
He was like, if read on it. I mean, he just showed me something, and
right.
Like,
they send you these crazy articles about how in the Constitution.
And I haven't paid them. I haven't paid them in like 2-3 years. Federal taxes, right? I pay
wait till he gets the bill, brother.
I don't know.
How does he make money? Like they haven't garnished his wages or anything yet?
I'm telling you, the guy was like, it's voluntarily to pay taxes.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's people like that like
I'm thinking about it.
They denounce their U.S. citizenship and they call themselves like sovereign citizens that just live in America. It's like them same people, bro. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to pay the
Sovereign
taxes, but they will
citizens.
come collected. They will come at some point. Even though the IRS like workforce got cut by 25%, I'd still recommend paying them. I'm just saying you don't have to, right? I still pay quarterly. I prepay my taxes, okay? So I'm
Really?
definitely in the boat of paying them. Robert McAvoy. I don't know who that is. Okay, good. Everybody got their names on the list. Good. All right, KV, you leaving, buddy? Thanks for coming on. Thanks for hanging.
Enjoy the weekend, guys. It was a pleasure.
You too, man.
Good luck in the duck race.
Yeah, thank you. He's a nice guy. What a nice guy.
I thought I was monotoned.
No, he's Albanian, so you know how it is. They rock from like the different level of like that Russian stoicism. All right, we got 100 people entered in the giveaway. Let's run this bitch. Biggest
Russian
duck race.
stoicism is crazy.
Biggest duck race we've had in a while here, boys. I'm excited. Let's give away a 50K instant funded account from Top One Futures. Big shout out to Top One for letting us do this. Let's run it.
I'm taking the same guy.
It better not be that same guy that
I'm
wins
taking the
every time
Kaiser.
I'm on here.
Well, it's a race, so I'm taking the brown duck.
I got the Kaiser.
Come on,
let's
brown
go,
duck.
Kaiser.
Oh,
Jordan. Let's go.
Jordan came out the wet works.
Jordan with that clean, no outfit duck. What's up with that, bro?
Fresh cut.
Fresh cut
Jordan,
duck. Nice, Jordan. Jordan, you can send me a message on Discord or you can shoot me an email and I will make sure you get that account today or tomorrow. Every Friday, everybody. Only for ASFX TV members. So again, you're watching on YouTube. Just click the link in my bio. Go sign up.
Jordan was on the podcast with us 2 weeks ago. Go check it out.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's awesome. A good one too. He's a health and wellness coach that trades. So
cool.
Super cool.
Love that. Where's he based?
He's on the West Coast. He's in LA.
Awesome.
Not LA. I think he's in Orange County, maybe, but he's on the West Coast.
Are you gonna get these LA and West Coast people to come to the seminar in May?
100%.
Good.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
That's
Lawrence, we're gonna do it same thing as last year, but I'm making you more involved. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be up there on stage this year, so it'll be Thursday, Friday, same vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be like the event last year or the event this year was insane. Like next year's just gonna be like
the goal is 100, bro. The goal is 100.
I can't even put words behind it. Like just like knowing what we know from the last
with
one
this many people on the guest speaker list, KV, Lawrence, Tanner, you, Evan, James Bruce is coming from South Africa. Like with that many people, we should sell 100 tickets.
How many people was it at the last one?
It was 55 total, so it'd be like 48 asses in seats.
Oh, for sure. I think we're definitely going to hit 100.
Easy. That would mean we fill that whole room where we had the tables in the back for lunch. We would just turn those into regular seats and have people going all the way back.
Yeah.
That'd be packed.
That'd be fun.
Cool. It'd be
and then we just go to we just go back to that casino. What was it? Hard Rock? What was it?
Yeah. I knew that. That's why we're doing it, really, so we can all make sure we go have fun at the casino again. That's why we're going back. We're taking the casino down for round 2. Remember we lost Thomas and Lou for a while they were playing poker?
Put all our payouts on blackjack.
Yes, Gage, definitely. If you sit in Lawrence's lap, it's cheaper. It's definitely. No, but Gage, for real, I'm making it so that you can pay half the ticket and then half the ticket, like 2 payments 30 days apart. So I can make it.
I was just about to say that. Like, I think the split payment thing is in this much time in advance.
Yep.
If this is something that's on your list, I would make it like the priority for 2026.
Yeah. I already had guys
towards it now.
Like, I think they're already looking at flights.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah. And you come Wednesday to Saturday. So it's easy. You don't miss a lot of work. Come Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, leave Saturday. Yeah, they will do like I was saying to Randy yesterday, Lawrence, they got this new pier area. We might do a happy hour down there. We might do it up by the pool. Remember everybody was hanging with those fire pits and stuff? Yeah. So we'll reserve out that section. So after the first day, everybody can go there and drink and hang out and continue to talk. Because like in the first day in the schedule, I'm going to make it so we have actual time to like have people meet other people that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to, as we get closer to it, I'll make it so that it's like an icebreaker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if we break that ice even more, then I think that happy hour the first night goes even better. And then the second day, everybody's friends, everybody's talking. Second day, have another breakout session. Second day, do the dinner at night. everybody goes out, has a great time.
And this is something that I want everybody to know. Like you're saying all this, but I don't think they understand like how genuine the vibe is there. It's not just a networking event. Like we're not just there to like, show
Bro,
off and
once
just
I crack
hi, what
open
can
the
you do for
jar,
me? We actually like each other, bro.
Yeah.
once we crack open, Randy gets the whiskey bottle. I crack
Yeah.
open a couple of joints. KV pulls out some cigarettes. Everybody lets loose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, look at from that event, me, Lawrence, Thomas, Austin, we're all renting a house for the LA event. Like it's not like we're all friends. Like we're gonna go and hang out and go do stuff and out. Like it's
I said that to Michael, that guy that is in the chat right now. I had a call with him for the Black Shirt Club, Randy. He's a nice guy from the UK. I was like, when you have things at a certain price point, you attract people that are taking it at that level of seriousness. This is a law, right, Lawrence? There's got to be a philosophical law here of like, as things are more expensive, the quality of the person that attends is better. So like when you have something that's $100, you're going to attract everybody. When you have something that's $500, you'll attract different quality of person and a different place in life, not quality of person, but different financial place in life and time that can take time off of work and right? Or maybe they have their own business. You keep going up, then you're only talking to business owners. You're only talking to entrepreneurs. You're only talking to people that have, and then the level of those conversations. Well, of course we become friends because we all share the same struggles. We all like talking about the same shit because we're all in the same kind of a boat, trying to cut it our own. So
Absolutely. And there's two things with that. The first thing is I've never been to a networking event where I actually gave my personal phone number out. Like I've left that event and there's a couple of people, like a lot of people that actually have my phone number that I actually gave it to. That's number one. And then number two is like that. I know that you kind of reneged on the quality of people thing, but I'm going to stand on that. Yes. The quality of people, like the higher the ticket is, most likely the better person that is. Like they're probably nice people or really good people, So
and you're taking shit seriously. You're not spending that kind of money, not taking shit seriously.
Yep. And you see it, Lawrence. I mean, your coaching program's not cheap either. So like even look at our coaching program. Like when you're looking at the clients that come in for those, the quality of that person is just really good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do like an organized, like open bar. It got so expensive already looking at the pricing of it, bro. And like I thought about it, I'm like, I don't need to facilitate everyone getting shit faced. If you want to pay and get shit faced, go for it. You know what I'm saying? But like there's gonna be people that don't want that, and then I end up having to pay or charge more money for the tickets. But I don't think people will need that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just gonna set the vibe and let people do whatever they want. I'm gonna drink. Randy's gonna drink. But if you don't want to drink, you don't pay. You're good.
Yeah.
Kevin said, are we still long bias NQ? NES or neutral with VWAPs? I'm still sitting this long. I mean, it's just cyber on VWAP, man. Yeah, there's no new information right now, Kev. So I still say buyers are in control on both for now.
If you really want to nitpick it, Kev, you can look at the overnight VWAP on both. I think that's kind of a level. As you can see, we bounced off it again. But we're gonna chop around the New York. That's like we're in this trade. There's nothing we can do here. This is
this is really choppy. This is a choppy mess right here.
Randy, are you heavy on this, brother?
No, I'm only 3 micros. This isn't my pro accounts.
Good. Yeah, I mean, I'm green already. I'm not going to go red on the day from this, no matter what. So it's either going to be a little more green on the day, or it's going to be small green, which is still good.
And that's one other thing I'm super proud of. I've only ever taken 1 trade in those copy traded accounts, win or lose.
Good.
I've never taken 2 trades. So that's another big W for me for this month.
So you see this here, 67.15, Randy. That came on the book at 9.15, and then down here 66.95 to 66.87. That came on the book at like 9.35, right? And like look at how we've traded in between there, everybody. You see, even if I take this and I dim this way down, there's your price line, right? That's the price. Look at how we've traded in between that heat. So I'm basically saying where my stop loss is if these orders want to fill, I'm out and I'm trading into these orders. It's as simple as it is on Bookmap. Why am I picking the top versus the bottom? Well, VWAP alignment is bullish more than bearish, so I want to play VWAP. But also look at the quantity in the COB, right? Right there. 257, 242. Nothing down here is even 200. You see that? So yes, they're lighting up colors here and here, but I want you to be better than that, a little more better. Look at the actual number of orders. That helps. And that's why
now, if those orders drop, is that an invalidation signal?
Yes.
For the trade?
If the orders above start coming off, there's nothing to pull it higher, right?
Yeah,
you'll close the trade. Is that the case? Like you'll just
I won't probably because I'm in small, but you would think it's not working.
Yeah.
So you could definitely.
Okay.
But like what I want to see is these orders start to come off and move them up
Right.
higher, right? So that way because they're trying to get picked up. So if they move them higher, then that means price is going to continue to move higher.
Right. Basic supply and demand. If nobody's like trying to get that down there, then they're going to move the price to make it more attractive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yep. But yeah, man,
I'm
like really proud of you, huh?
Oh yeah, no, thanks, man. I'll let you
for the accounts. You've really been locked in with that for a while. Just like minimizing your trades and doing what you can just to stay in the game long enough. Because that's the whole point of trading, right? Like to stay in the game long enough, staying power until you actually get those opportunities that really push your account forward and just staying alive the entire time. And I think you've been doing great, bro.
Yeah, no, and I really honestly like the delayed gratification, all the stuff, like, man, like we talk about it all the time, but like you said, like delayed gratification, working on discipline. And even the first day I told you I was going to do this, and you're like, just make sure like the mental capital's got to match the trading capital. Like,
yeah.
And it's tough. There's days where I don't trade them because I don't have the capital, the mental capital to make a decision that I'm okay with, whether it's going to be a win or a loss. So I'm just like, I'm not trading them.
Yeah, and I think that's key because you're actually being real with yourself. Like me, when I blew my accounts, I wasn't being honest with myself. I'm like, because in my mind, I'm like, I know my process to the T. I know exactly how to trade, and I'm going to use this. And this is a terrible thing to do. And what I did, and I fell victim to it, was like, okay, if I know my processes like the back of my head, I know my setup like the back of my hand, like I'm going to use this opportunity of like mental exhaustion and try to use this as a reinforcement to solidify my execution even more. Because if I can make it through this mental exhaustion and this, then I will be even better trader. And that is not the case whatsoever. That is just irrelevant. So
sometimes I wonder if, being a new trader, struggling trader, whatever it is, if we're just too rigid and we're too rigid sometimes and we stay confined and we get so rigid that it's like, we got to do this way. And it's like, things are constantly adapting. Things are constantly changing. And I think if we can just be a little bit more looser and have hard rules, but you know what I mean? Not just be so rigid and then be like, oh,
yeah.
Like, so
we got to be more magnetic than forceful.
Yes. Like that's there. I love the way you said it right there. Like, I love that.
Yeah. That was good. Kevin had a question in the chat about Bookmap. Kevin, if you're signing up for Bookmap, the link I just sent you, you get these discounts. So like, if you're new to it, get the quarterly. It's a really good price. And then you can always upgrade. I would recommend getting this because then you just don't have to pay anything anymore. And then you have it forever. But you need this, and then you need the CME data. So this is the software, and then you get the data. Right, Randy? That's the way to describe it.
Yeah. Yeah. You go to Bookmap Marketplace. And then there's also different data feeds.
Rhythmic.
If you want to use the Trader Map Pro or the Trader Map Lite,
which is what I use.
Often use.
Yeah, we use
you're going to want the Bookmap data. You're not going to want Rhythmic because it won't offer you that same thing. You got to get the data through Bookmap. It's all the same data. It's just a different provider of the data. That's it.
Apple broke 240. I can hear Tanner right now. Like I literally can envision Tanner looking at his Apple leaps, and I can just I can feel his energy right now. Like I can sense it. I can sense it. I'm telling you.
You think he's looking at it right now? No.
Within a 2-hour deviation from right now, yes, for sure. I'll call him.
Okay.
I would love for you to break down one of these option plays one of these days, or get Tanner to break it down. I'm so curious.
Yeah, I think that me and him, we actually created a group chat with leaps with me, him, and Brian. And we're trying to get more into like leaps and swing plays, but we're doing more so extremes. So if we get towards like for example, if we get towards the 200 moving average, something like that on a daily, I'm selling my fucking couches. We're all sleeping on the floor. Okay. Like I'm selling my beds. We're sleeping on the floor and we're sending that shit on a good company. You hit the 200 MA, we're gone, bro. We're sending it. So we're getting more into the leaps and swing trades while we day trade. It's like equity and income. Equity and income.
You could add me in that chat if you want some.
Absolutely.
I could definitely be interested.
I would love to have you in that chat.
I think some of the time Tanner just looks at prices that are low and then buys leaps out in front. I think it's just that simple. Like he's like, okay, this is a good company. I can take a risk. I'm going to lose $2,000, or it's going to be $8,000.
Yeah,
that's really that's what it seems like he's doing to me. So like
yeah, he's an extreme trader, like streams. Yeah, me too. I like
so
it.
He's,
Yeah.
see, like when United Healthcare dropped, right? Like where's that at now?
It's at 3 something. Yeah, it popped up.
Right. So when it was
Yeah.
pretty low down here, he at 2 something. He was like, we could get leaps on that, and then that would be in profit now, right? So you would technically be in the money on those. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point of trading at the most fundamental level, is that we're going to find good companies and buy them for less than what they're worth.
What
Did I
is
word
a
that
leap?
correctly?
Is a leap like
I
a
was just gonna ask that.
longer term options contract?
Yeah. So I think that, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong with the time frame. So scalping is seconds to minutes. Day trading is minutes to hours or within the session. Swing trading is at least one trading session or longer, like 24 hours or longer.
Mhm.
And then I think after that is leaps, and I believe leaps is months to years, and then long-term investing, like actually investing, could be years to decades.
I would agree with that. I
Also,
think
a leap's not an actual, like, not
it says
something.
it's
It's just you're buying the actual stock and just calling it a
No,
leap.
no, investing is buying the actual stocks.
Yeah.
Leaps are still contracts with the expiration date, but just at least months to years out.
here you go.
Oh,
Ready?
I got you. I understand now.
Yeah.
Leap are a long dated options contract with expiration dates longer than 1 year, often 2 to 3 years out. Let's say Apple's trading at 180. You buy leaps call leaps expiring in January 2027 with a $200 strike. You're paying more premium than a short term call, but you get years of potential upside without having to roll the contracts every month. So you get
Yeah.
long-term exposure with limited risk. You can control 100 shares of a stock with less capital than buying it outright.
Mhm.
Portfolio hedging, long puts act as insurance against portfolio decline.
Yep.
And then synthetic investing. Some use leap calls instead of buying stock, then pair them with covered calls to create income strategies.
Yes, yes. So the income strategy that I was talking about earlier, basically the strategy is saying, okay, I'm going to sell puts, basically saying that I'm betting that the stock is going to go up for immediate premium. So passive income, I get paid right there. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna send a long. I'm sorry. I'm going to send I'm going to buy puts. So I'm going to sell puts for immediate income, and then I'm going to buy puts just in case I lose. So the strategy is you buy puts for 120 days, and then you sell puts weekly. So 120 days is about 17 weeks. You
Yep.
get the premium on weekly. So that's 17, what is it? Help me out.
Rolls.
Like pretty much you get paid 17 times.
Yeah, 17 pay rolls.
And then you get the 120-day buy and puts, and that will be your insurance.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah. It's like buying a bucket of ice cream and
Mhm.
then selling the cones, basically.
Interesting. Well, I mean,
Now I understand. As soon as you said ice cream and
as soon as you said
cones,
ice cream, you got Randy. Yep. Makes
Yeah.
sense now. Yeah. So now, like
sorry for
Lawrence,
the rough explanation. I'm still learning.
when we were talking about like where are the orders, look at Bookmap now.
Mhm.
Look at how there looks like there's more below than above. You see? So,
Yeah.
and now it's
We
prices.
lost. Okay.
They're
We
not
lost
priced.
one of those 200 orders. Oh no, they're still both up there.
They're still up there. Yep, they're right there and
Yeah.
there. But you see it's starting to pull it lower now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, are the
maybe
orders increasing on the green?
no,
I can't see it.
they're not.
Okay.
They're not. None of those are over 200 yet. So maybe those need to fill and then it's going to bounce, or they're going to fill and then more orders come on below and then it would slide lower.
Yeah.
Randy, where's your stop on this?
I got it down at like 92.75, but I have it bigger than need to be. I can make it a little bit tighter, but I just want to.
I would say 94.
Kind of weird
I don't think you want it lower than 94.
I just see the orders at 92 below 95. Then you have the next block down. Kind of, it's like 95 to 92.50. So I don't want to see a wick down to there, and then this thing just shoot back up.
So you're saying put it below the 92.
I have it at 92.
Okay. So like you see what he's saying, Lawrence? Like there's orders right here, 66.92. So he's saying these may want to fill. So you would put the stop right here. So instead of front running it as like a take profit where you'd be getting out of it now, you're kind of putting your order on the other side of it to then see it turn and come away from it.
Well, I just had previous days point of control there. I have previous days, New York all-time highs kind of down there. So it's like VWAP. So I could see this either being a level of support or if this gets taken,
yeah,
this thing could tip right over. But
What were you
NQ's
gonna say?
got a little bit of room left to its previous day's point of control. It just wicked it. So we're sitting at key levels on all three of the YM sitting at its previous day point of control.
All I know is I'm not going red on the day with this trade. I will go to break even on the day, but I will not go red. Price action kind of sucks.
I'll still be green because I copy traded all those accounts.
Yeah, that's good. Tight range, getting confluence now on the indices, all kind of moving lower into this block at 92, Randy. And then look, Lawrence, as we're saying that, if you watch underneath here, you'll see more orders starting to come on. Look at 88 down there.
Mm-hmm.
NQ's at overnight VWAP now, Randy.
Yeah.
Those 200 orders in a red, they're further and further away, or they're gone.
Getting further and further away. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see, Randy.
So how come that you guys like you put your stop losses on the other end of a heavy set of orders, but you front run the profits? How come that you don't do the same thing with your profits and show that same respect?
Because you're like, I would say if we were short, you wouldn't know if sometimes these will not fill. Sometimes these will act.
It'll be a level of support.
It's a level of support. It will bounce. So you front run it because you don't know that it's going to fill. Here, you put it on the other side because you don't know if it's going to fill. If it doesn't and it holds, you don't want to be either in it in a pin and get tapped or like chopped, I guess, in either way, chopped around before it then turns. You know, once these orders fill, does it end up turning?
Okay.
Nice. I like it to just pick up momentum. Like, it doesn't really matter to me if it comes lower. I just would like it to move more.
I got tapped out on my personal daily loss limit. Motherfucker. I had my stop open just a little bit bigger and didn't do the math good enough.
What kind of, I thought you had small size on it.
Yeah, I know, but I have on these pro accounts, I don't have $150 to $200 personal daily loss limit I set.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
good.
took
You're surviving.
$204 loss on the trade. It hit my if this thing bounces here, I'll be like
he's gonna fucking throw his monitor.
It's all I have all these risk settings in place for this reason, right? Like I had a lapse in judgment on opening my stop up. My stop should have been 10 points and it would have kept me within that and I would have had some room to move, but I opened it up just below those orders at 92.
You see though, Lawrence, look at how it's starting to, it didn't take the whole block and now it's starting to bounce out of it. So you'd be like, okay, was this support? Yeah. You got to like look at like pull the book map for a second like this. See how long they've been sitting here? They came on back here at like 9:30, 9:35. If it bounces off of here, you're going to be like, oh, that was solid support, man. Look at that. It bounced near the open there. It bounced here. So that's what you're kind of seeing, right? And then look, you see more coming on above a little bit. Maybe that starts to pull it out of this 92. But Delta's red.
The orders above it. If we break through that, probably like there's a high probability or high chance that that's the actual reversal instead of a retracement and a continuation lower.
If we see orders then start to come on above it, if we fill it and more come on above, like more strength comes in, even this delta down here starts to go more green. It's negative 1700. Then yes, absolutely, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep. Took shorts today up to we didn't do a P&L check. Let's do a P&L check. Do that real quick. I'd like to.
Do you want to join our swingers group chat, Randy?
100%, bro. Swing all day long, man. Come on now,
swingers,
bro. I'd like to see Randy throw a monitor. So,
someone send me a monitor. Someone here.
They're mounted to his wall, so like it would really put a hole in the wall if he threw a monitor. Yeah, what do you got going on this weekend, Lawrence? What's good in Fort Lauderdale?
So I will be taking my seed to go see fire trucks and
attaboy.
Things like that.
That is exactly what we do at this age.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna do that. And then I think I'm gonna go pretty hard in the gym. I took like a week off from the gym. I was like, I need to relax for a little while. So I'm probably gonna go hard in the gym.
What day did you blow the accounts?
Yesterday.
So yeah, you need a hard day in the gym for sure.
Yeah.
I've been off because my trainer's been in Bali. So like I haven't been working out as hard as I was for the last 2 weeks. Yep.
Bali? Oh wow.
Yeah, he went to Bali. He's been just chilling.
I haven't even been to Bali.
Yeah, he said it's not all it's cracked out to be, but he said it's nice.
Yeah.
I heard the food's not very good.
I think that's actually the thing he said is that the food was
Mhm.
easy to get healthy food, but it's like dirty. Like everywhere is dirty. He said in Bali.
Oof.
Like, very dirty.
I can't do
That's
that.
crazy. I went to Thailand and I found it the opposite. Like it was
Interesting.
clean. The food was great.
Well, I think the problem with
Yeah.
Bali is they don't have anywhere to put the trash. That's what I was told
Mm.
from a video. They burn the trash. He said that they dump sewage water right into the ocean near where he was swimming and stuff. Like, nothing. Yeah, it's like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So no, I think Thailand would be my spot, or Singapore would be my spot. More developed in the Asian.
Hong Kong
Kong.
sounds looks pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I mean that's a little too
Very good
close to
things.
China for me, but you know, I would try.
I love Japan. I'd be down
to go to Japan for sure.
Yeah.
I got to take my wife somewhere.
Do you guys know who Tim Ferriss is?
Yeah.
So he was
4-hour work week or something like that.
Yeah, he just came back from Taiwan, and he's like, if you want to go anywhere in the world in the next 5 years, you need to go to Taiwan. He's like, it's changing so fast, but it like still has so much of like the old Chinese, like old school China, not the China we know today.
Bro, my luck, I go there and they get invaded the same week.
I knew you were going to say that. How did I know you were going to say that?
There's like 3 areas in the world of conflict, and you're like, dude, this is the best vacation spot ever. Nah, dude, fuck
Yeah.
that.
That's not. Yeah, but I don't put that up there as being worried about it being invaded by China while I'm there. Like I'd rather not go to some parts of Eastern Europe or something, or some parts of Russia.
Oh, Randy, are you about to get
It
bonered
just
the
fucking
other
goes-
way?
Oh, here we go.
Oh
Here we go.
my
I'm gonna
God.
Here we
throw
go.
fucking something out the window.
I hope this just flips and stops me. I don't want this to boner you, bro.
Would it be ironic if I threw my gratitude journal out the window?
Go get a lighter, dude, and light it on fire on stream.
There's some news coming in or something. The book's gone dark.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, big slot of orders there on the sell side at 6,700. And what's this 6,700, bro?
Well, think about
So
that.
Lawrence,
round
now
number.
if this continues higher, bro, of course this could flip and shoot down. But look at it now. You see what I'm saying? These orders stayed on down here, so it's kind of acting as support. You know. So now, as it moves away from it, now you get confirmation of like, dude, okay, there's support down there at 92, probably. You know, in that area. Yeah.
A lot of orders down there.
What pushed us? No, I got nothing on financial juice. That's how you.
Let me see if I got some news.
We get a 6-point move in a minute. We're like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
I know,
Because
right?
it was because we had a 1-point move every minute for the last fucking how long, right? So you see something. I just wonder if this is the volatility of the options. We got close to a level. An options dealer stepped in.
Well, we could put the Mentor Q levels on, see what they say.
I didn't want to start with that because I didn't want to be.
I don't want to start, Randy. Don't get me.
But it's all good. I'm done trading now, so bring them up.
No. I'm gonna pull it up, dude. I like it. More lines, more indicators. That's how you find more money. Duh.
Your area code is 604, Randy, Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm about to add
Randy,
you right
what's
now.
your social too? Put the social out there too, Lawrence. Yeah, so you're
Right.
at call resistance. It's saying if my levels are correct, and there's call resistance for this. There's a gamma wall 0 DTE up at 26, and then the HVL is down at 65. There's a bunch of levels below. 1-day min is 66.40.
China's president is talking right now, saying how important
They don't have a president, bro. Stop. It's communism. They don't have a president.
Right.
Anyways, he's talking about how important China-U.S. relations are. So
Emperor Xi Jinping.
Emperor. I like Emperor.
I like Emperor
Get
too.
an
Dude. If I was Asian, I would want to call him Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way cooler. Emperor has no clothes.
You've been to Canada before, Austin?
No, dude, they don't want me there.
Dude, that guy's a chicken shit. He's not going to come across. He won't
They
cross.
don't want me up there, bro.
Because I was
it's
going to
too
ask, like,
cold.
what's the difference?
It's too cold up there, bro. They don't want me up there. I'm too much of an high.
All I can say is you guys are getting everything at 50% off. So
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
not
don't
going up
come
there.
to
I'm too
Canada,
Jewish
you're
to go up there,
stupid.
bro. Yeah, I'm too Jewish.
Yeah.
To go.
If you don't take a vacation in Canada, it's ridiculous. If like you're getting paid in American dollars.
Yeah. Because Canada is socialist, right?
I thought they were communist.
We don't know what
Communists.
we are.
They have no
Communist is
idea, honestly.
crazy.
We're confused.
They're still trying to figure it out now.
We don't identify as anything.
No, right.
Yeah. Like it's really hard, if not impossible, to become a multimillionaire business owner in Canada because of the tax. Like, because the more because y'all don't have much tax incentive. right? Like that's the whole point. Like if you have more tax incentive, that will give people more, incentive and urge to produce and create and make the country more innovative. But you guys' taxes are insane.
Yep.
Well, you should talk to Christine. They're leaving Canada, moving to the U.S. They're setting up shop.
I didn't even know Christine lived in Canada. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're from Canada, but they live in Mexico. But yeah, no, they're setting up shop in the U.S. now for the tax incentives.
Oh, I did know that. She did tell me Texas or Florida.
Yeah, Austin, I think.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know, man. I think Canada's got its pros and cons. It's an interesting country. It's got a lot of space on the map.
It's beautiful
on the north side, but nobody lives up in there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody lives near the border to America. It's weird.
It's stunning and beautiful up here, but the government is fucking bojang. Like it's just stupid.
Well, same thing. Like look at California. It's a beautiful state, and the government fucked it up in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? In certain places. So it's like the government always gets its dirty hands on the nice stuff.
Like we literally thought we were going to have some change with the government, and they basically
what'd you get?
Out like a banker. Oh yeah, they pulled out a banker, and all of a sudden this banker came in, and they put this new shiny face on the shitty government, and all of a sudden they're back in power.
Yep.
And so nothing's changed. Shit's getting worse. Like it's
you know where my favorite place in the world is, Lawrence? It's I think favorite place that I like to be for a little while is Italy. I like the pace of life there, and I like the food, and like it's my family, my heritage. So I feel like I fit in there. Then like the grandma.
Do you have any mobsters in your family? I know that's kind of crazy to ask.
My grandfather had I don't know if he was a mobster, but my grandfather had when he died, we found that he had a gun in the wall that we had to cut the drywall to pull the gun out of, and it was a gun wrapped up in a towel. I don't know if he killed somebody with it or what, but why would you put a gun?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So you got gangster in your blood.
Yeah. So we my glasses that I'm wearing now are actually like my grandfather's style glasses, so it's cool.
So it was like Goodfellas, your favorite movie?
He was a thug, bro. My grandfather was like one of them super handy Italian guys that would like wash his driveway. He could do sprinklers. He could do everything. Like, but they're very like the culture there when I've been to Italy is always very welcoming. Everybody's very nice, you know? And
I'm
you go stuck in somewhere like that. It's when you do what we do and you're like talking to people all the time, coaching, internet, posting. It's cool to go to a place where like no one knows you and they're just nice. And you're like, this is like what it used to. It feels like you're traveling back in time. That's kind of like how I like to travel. I like to stay for 4 seasons, but I also like to do that, you know? Depends on where I'm
clean?
at.
Very clean?
Very clean.
Yeah. So I'll give you a question.
In the cities, it's dirty, but if you get outside the cities, it's super clean.
Zach
they don't treat shit like that, bro.
Zach asked a question in the chat, and I get this one all the time, like asking about universal healthcare.
Yeah.
How we have universal. So here, universal healthcare is not, and I think it's the same in the UK. It's not what people think it is. Like we have access, but it's to get into a doctor is impossible.
Right.
So we're blessed. Like I got a great family doctor. She took Hillary on. She was actually a pediatrician, so she took Miles on. So we're set. Like we have a doctor. There's a wait list here where people don't see a doctor for months, if not a year.
Yep.
And that's
in
going
Canada?
to walk-in clinics. Yeah, because it's universal, right? So everybody gets healthcare, but we don't have enough people.
It's a gimmick, bro. It's a literal joke.
We don't have enough people.
It is.
And then you want to hear the crazy part. So then some doctors decide, hey, let's just offer private healthcare to people that can afford it. The government said no.
Like in America.
So like if you can afford something, you can't do it. And that's crazy.
Bro,
like, so if I want surgery, I can't go to a private clinic and get knee surgery.
Crazy.
Because the government says, no, you got to wait in line like everybody else. And I was just like, that's going to take the load. Like 50% of the load would come off because people could afford to fucking go pay for their services. Like, it's just crazy.
That is an economic disaster, bro. Like if you think about it, so you mean to tell me you guys get charged crazy tax, but you aren't able to reap the full benefits because there's not enough personnel. And then you guys aren't super capitalists, so you're not going to have that much money to even afford a private doctor.
No, but
people have money to afford private doctors. They won't allow it.
The only reason Canada has not fallen into the abyss is because wages have kept up more so than in other countries. If wage growth did not go up, Canada would have revolted. The people would have been starving. Like literally, it is an economic disaster, bro. You're right. But then compare it to the American model, Randy. Here, I pay a lot of money every month because I have to pay for my own health insurance. I am my own employer, right? I have to insure my wife and myself and my son. The insurance companies will charge you a lot of money. And then even when you go to put a claim in, they will fight you often on the claims. When my mom was sick, we saw that many times. They fight you on, you didn't need this, you needed this treatment. We're not paying for all this. So the economic system is an issue in Canada. In America, it is the healthcare system itself, the insurance system itself that is the issue, where people are billing outrageous amounts of money to these insurance companies, and the insurance companies don't want to pay it. It's all fucked. It's super
It's all
fucked.
fucked everywhere you look at it. But
The only solution
I get that
is
question all the time.
it's have money, have a private doctor, and take care of your health to prevent issues. If you can be preventative and not reactive in healthcare, you'll never even have to really worry about it until you're old, and hopefully never. That's the thing is everybody, especially you go out in America, Lawrence, you'll agree with me, chat, you'll agree with me, and some of you might be a little overweight. There's fat people everywhere, bro. It's insane in America how many people are unhealthy and overweight. So it's like that just then leads to this cascading effect of insurance companies knowing if everyone's fat and overweight, they're going to get on these drugs. They're going to get on these drugs. They're going to get this illness. They're going to die by then. This is science. They know when people will die. And then they can make a shit ton of money off selling them insurance every month and fight them on pain when they need it. So it's close to a scam. It's close to a scam.
No, it is.
But the only answer is take care of your health. There's a lot of stuff you can do now with blood work and scans and stuff to prevent getting to the point of like needing drastic healthcare and relying on the medical system.
But I think that it wouldn't. I think that it's a scam, and the only thing that would not make it a scam, in my opinion, is if over a certain amount of time they rebate you.
How?
So like if you spending premiums, I mean, if you're paying for premiums every month over a 3-year span, hey, we're going to give you a 25%, 50% return on what you gave us since it was never used.
What
at that point?
But they would never do that. They would never do that. They're never going to give money back because
for sure. But that's what makes it a scam to me is the fact that they don't do that.
I agree. I think that the healthcare system in general is overwhelmed. So when you talk about a system that's under stress, it would have to be completely redesigned or it will just be faulty forever, which is why I've taken the stance of like, you get a private doctor, you do preventative healthcare, and you try to stay out of the system. You just stay out of the pipes, bro.
Yes.
The pipes suck. So just stay out as much as you can, you know? But dude.
Yeah, and I actually looked into that too. Like you can get a private doctor for your entire family for like $30K a year or something like that on the lower end. You can do that.
Yep. People, I would never talk bad to modern medicine. Like my family has used modern medicine to stay alive longer, you know, and surgeries have saved people I know. So it's like, you can't poo-poo modern medicine. It's not that. It's like, I would much rather be in an American hospital than a hospital in Dominican Republic. No disrespect to the Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? But like, so it's not the healthcare. Like we have the knowledge. It's the financial side of it. It's just, it's fucked because there's
I think the
like,
scariest thing in the world is to be a CEO of a healthcare company. That's the scariest. Somebody blame you that their grandmother passed away because
you have to make money off sick people. You're not going to make money if you cure them. So keep that in mind. You're going to go out of business. Your family doesn't eat if you don't make shareholders money. And to make shareholders money, we want to keep people in the system, not out of the system. It's so clear. Yeah,
absolutely.
Test costs 100, insurance only pays 20. So the doctor bills insurance 1,000 to at least be flat. That's what I'm saying. Like it's all a game. It's just a game.
But I mean, that's how Warren Buffett amassed his in the beginning. That's how he got his money is health insurance.
Really?
Yes.
Educate. Tell me more.
So that's, I mean, I just know the fundamentals of it. So basically he ran an insurance company and he did very well on that. And that's when he made his connections and met people. And then that's when they all started funneling their money into pretty much his friends and families. I guess you call it a hedge fund or whatever. And then that's when he started investing. Wow. But the initial capital came from, because that's the thing about investing, like you got to have money. So, you know, if you flip 100% of $100 is $200. Like you're not, you know, so to start off, he did insurance, bro.
Wow.
And made a killing off of it.
Yeah. I have a hard time, even like with life insurance, like another form of insurance. Like I think, I get a lot of ads all the time for like cheap term insurance, but the statistics of people that actually use their term insurance policy before it expires, because term insurance ends at a certain age, is very, very low. So it's an argument. It's like, again, that kind of it's a product. It's not a scam. You'll probably get the money if you die, but the likelihood of you using it is low, you know?
And I think, Austin, I think it's because people aren't educated in it. I think that's the big problem too. I didn't know shit all about term insurance and these things until about 5 years ago, until I met somebody that deals with wealthy people and sells them insurance. And these people leverage their insurance.
Exactly. Yeah,
but I'm just saying, like, I never knew any of this shit. I would have had insurance policies running back 20 years. I'm 43. In the last 5 years, I've been starting to, you know, get some insurance policies going where it's like, I didn't know educate any of this shit. Like it's mind blowing, right? Because nobody.
This is why everyone hates the Jews, bro. Because the Jews talk to their kids about this at like 8. Like I knew about this stuff growing up my whole life. This is financial literacy runs in certain communities more than in other communities. It's just a fact.
For sure.
So it's like,
for sure.
Well, of course I know about that, but right. So it's just different. You know what I mean? But the concept of loaning yourself money from a whole life insurance policy with a lot of cash value in it is like foreign to a lot of people. But that's what a lot
and
of
if you throw that into an irrevocable trust, oh my gosh,
I mean,
that's generational wealth.
That's how all these people make
all
their.
You nailed it. That's generational wealth.
But you can create income because you don't pay taxes on loans, and if you are the owner of the loan, the originator of the loan is your own cash value, your own policy. You're paying the loan back to yourself, and you're never paying taxes on the loan.
Exactly.
If you want more info on that, everybody, Rockefeller method. That's what the guy Garrett.
Yeah, that is the Rockefeller method. Yeah.
There was a book called "What Would the Rockefellers Do?" Something like that.
Yep, I read. That's exactly where I got that from. Whole life insurance, put it in a trust.
Yep. Because they compare
whole
like
life insurance and the trust.
The Vanderbilts are fucking broke, basically, compared to what they used to be, and then the Rockefellers are still very powerful. So it's like, why? Well, it's all about this life insurance, buying policy. So I bought a whole life policy on Leo when he was born. And I put money. I pay once a year for it. Yeah, and then hopefully he'll keep rolling the ball. But some days he'd be pissing me off, and I'm like, dude, fuck these kids. I'm spending all this money, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Dude, I had to go get it myself. What am I doing giving it all to these people worrying about when I'm dead? I'm fucking spending it. Let's go to strip club and hookers, bro. What are we doing?
Have you read Die with Zero? Bill
What?
Perkins? Have you read the book Die with Zero?
No.
By Bill Perkins?
No.
Check it out.
I heard about that book.
I've heard of that though. Die with Zero. Yeah, because what did it say? Let's say, dude, that's my dad. My dad had so many things he wanted to do with his life, like go to South Africa and go on a safari. Motherfucker dies with like millions of dollars he left to my mother, and he didn't do any of that shit. It's crazy. And like I look at that, and I'm like, that's wild, bro. That is not how I want to live my life. Like I want to leave something, I think. But like, dude, to not do stuff when you have the ability, it's crazy.
Even that, but even like trading. You know how people leave money to their kids when they die. It's like, what good is my parents giving me money when I'm 50? Nothing. Like leave me like when you're in your 30s, like say if your kids are like in their late 20s, 30s, they're in their prime, they're doing stuff, they're wanting to get ahead. You want to be giving them their money then so they can grow with it, right? Not give it to them when they're retiring. What good is it to them then?
Right.
Okay, let me ask you guys this question. What if, and I thought about this, what if you got all this set up for your child and your child is a degenerate? Like your child is really like a scumbag. Like I'm not going to give them the money. Like I'm going to give it to like somebody else that is more responsible. Like if I have a godchild or something like that, or maybe a nephew or a niece or something like that, that's where if my child is a degenerate, they're not getting any of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I think it's very, very tricky. I think the key is like the way Riley and I have it set up, try to let him grow up not knowing that there's money if he was to need it, Like I know people that are trust fund kids and stuff, and they don't really know the work ethic that you need in today's day and age to become successful,
Mm-hmm.
I think that also when you give people money, whether they're your kids or not, it teaches them that they will get something without failure. And I don't know, I can't say I've gotten anything good in life without failure. From getting girls to getting money, you're going to fail in pursuit of something great. Well, if you don't learn that lesson yourself, how do you really learn that? Like, how do you, you don't feel it the same way. So it is super rough to have to worry about, like, do I give this motherfucker money or not? But I want him to be okay, And I think it's different if it's a boy or a girl. I tell my son right now, I tell him 18, you're out, bro. Like you're out of the house.
Yeah.
Like you're figure it out. I'll give you, my dad, when I was 17, I started moving out, going to college. My dad was like, I'll break you off if you need it, but get a job. And I did. I was already working on the weekends as a DJ. I was working and going to school and trading. So yeah, you got to teach kids to go get after it.
Yeah. When my son gets older, I'm going to allow him to have after he graduates high school, it's like, I want him to go out here and work, start a business, do the riskiest shit of your life at 17, 18 years old when you finish high school. And unless you're graduating with a 3.5 to 4.0, don't be too hasty on college, right? And just I want to give him those gap years to figure it out. And going back to what you were saying about failure, one thing that I wish that I learned, or like I'm going to install into my son that I wish that I learned growing up, is that it's a numbers game. So if somebody tells you after every 100 no's, you're going to get a yes, that's going to change your life, I will try to get those 100 no's out the way quick. I wish I had like that.
My
mindset.
thought on that is, if you're a guy and you have a decent personality, you should get into sales, because sales taught me that. by having to do 40 dials a day at Northwestern Mutual and get no, maybe no. That taught me a lot. It teaches you to not give a fuck. You got to play the numbers game. It teaches you how to actually go get sales and not try to like nitpick, you know, and like just not have any emotion about it. So I think that's a great piece of advice. I think too, like we said it before, I feel like you got to teach the kids to just be good people, because there's going to be opportunities for them that we can't even think about now with AI for jobs and for income. So if they're shitty people, the gens or whatever, like that's on the parents. So like our only job is teach them to be polite, good people, take care of other people. Cause like that's going to become a foreign thing. Everyone's going to be more of an asshole, more head down on their phone. You know what I'm saying? So you'll stand out more if you can look people in the eye, have conversation, shake their hand the right way. That becomes more valuable than, the Pythagorean theorem memorized. No one gives a fuck.
That's facts. So that's facts. I really want my son. My goal is to have like my son. I want other parents to want him to come over their house. Exactly. Like if I can achieve that to a point where his personality is like other adults want him to come, then I think I won right there. I think that's the childhood goal, and then my adult, like by the time adult,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's not by 15, that's by 6 or 7. Like
absolutely. Absolutely. And the second goal when your kid gets older as an adult and they actually want to hang with you. That's the second goal.
That's the thing. That's the thing that we're all shooting for. Yeah. And that goes back to, like you said, with the money, bro. It's like you want to spend that money when you like with your kids. Like we took that trip, one of our trips to Italy, not the most recent one, the one before that. We went with my mom. It's cool. Get to do stuff with your, you know what I mean? So it's cool. All right, good stream, boys. Let's break because we got
absolutely.
We got a call in 3 minutes. I got to run for. Great stuff, everybody. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. ASFX TV. Lawrence will be back with us next Friday. Lawrence, strongtrading.com. Check it out. They're doing their thing. They're streaming on YouTube every day too. So,
yes, sir.
Love it. Weekend, gang.
Have a good weekend, everybody. Yep. Thanks, Randy. Thanks, Lawrence.
Yep.